Welcome, everybody, to Week 3, Episode 3 of Calamity of the 100. We begin in a large mound outside the town of Azarash. To the south, some 10 miles from a crossroads, we see through the hills to the north of the Dragon Empire, the party pushing through old dwarven dwellings, the rank smell of troglodytes and deception from certain party members still hang in the air as they try to prepare themselves for what may lay beyond. Through some doors are surprises, others traitors, and others still draconians who bay for the blood of our party. As we look on today, we look back not but an hour or two previous, as the party began to approach this dwarven ruin. They noticed the troglodytes, what had led them there in the first place. These arsonists had burned down Rusty, Marvinsky, and Pinky's home and shops, and they would have their revenge against these creatures. As they began to approach, things went off on the wrong foot immediately. As Marvinsky and Scud began to approach, they were spotted as they drew closer. Kicking pebbles across the road, one of the troglodytes approached. Not having much to do, they proceeded forward as the troglodyte came to investigate. Soon it became apparent that this troglodyte had a brain as opposed to many of its kin. Backing up and calling for help once it spotted the two party members, it called for reinforcements. Immediately things went sour as Pinky, Milo, and Rusty were forced to charge across the valley floor a couple 100 feet. To reach the other two, a desperate gambit was unfolding as Marv and Scud were forced to battle it out for a round or two by themselves. Marv was taking blows and Scud was forced to retreat further and further away as more and more enemies poured out. But finally, Milo and Pinky and Rusty joined the battle. As they forced their way forward, they began killing some of the troglodytes and taking the pressure off the poor beleaguered Marvinsky and Scud. As more of these vicious creatures came forth, they struck them down, the horrible stench waylaying the party and almost making Marvinsky pass out from pain and smell alone. As they cut down more and more of them, the last of the troglodytes, in a berserk rage, tried to rush the party, but the party's skill waylaid these opponents before they could do any more damage. Proceeding up ahead, they found the main living area. Within, they found signs of some small raiding conducted by these troglodytes, but still no signs of arson or any reason for arson. As they came through it and picked up some of the small loot that was left behind by these creatures, they pressed their way into another chamber, hearing beyond the bigger creatures, draconians, strange, corrupt abominations from the Dragon Empire. Pressing ahead, they listened for a while and tried to rest as they backed up a ways, hoping that these creatures would distract themselves for a while. Unfortunately for the party, they came forth back into the living area, and Milo and some of the other party members were placed straight in the middle of the battlefield. Rushing forward through the doors, another small battle began. This draconian proved difficult to put down, but using range to their advantage, they struck the beast down, while Milo cut down one of the stragglers by himself. As they came into the room, Scud found a bag of holding contained within. Researching inside it, he seemed to find it quite easily, and the party picked up on this fact. Taking the bag of holding from him, they inspected it as they looked inside. Then a troglodyte slipper fell out, a hollowed-out cavity of a foot, used by someone to move around and create tracks to look like a troglodyte. As they stared in disbelief, a sudden realization came to the party. It was none other than Scud Booyah who had set the fire all along. This devastating revelation shocked Milo to his core and will make it hard for him maybe to trust people in the future. With that said, the rest of the party began interrogating Scud, but not one to come with no excuses prepared. He summoned forth Nightingale, his literal guardian angel to try and excuse his terrible behavior. As Nightingale explained, the party calmed somewhat from homicidal rage to simmering rage as they prepared themselves to see what this Scud creature had to show them. As he explained, great things awaited them, large and strange things indeed, and something that would repay his debt that he now owed them so clearly. At least for now, the party would go along with Scud's gambit. With that said, Milo proceeded ahead and opened a door. Pressing it open, he walked right into a draconian den, and that is where we begin. As we look on, we see two draconians turn, a bunch of flesh lizards snapping and slavering over deceased remains of a dead traveler, turn to look towards the party. Can everyone roll me initiative?
Whoa, straight into combat.
Perfectly mediocre 14.
I got an 8.
We have everyone in initiative. Just want to double check. Incidents.
I have a 14.12.
Okay.
I got a 12.
Let us get some music.
Brian got a 20. Marv got a 20.
So
Rogue.
smug. Okay. Marv, getting the drop on them, you see some startled flesh lizards eating the flesh of a corpse nearby. Two draconians, one that seems to be clutching a fistful of silver in his hand, drops it as they tinkle across the ground. Another one, that's hefting a barrel, drops it with a crunch as you hear them, bark these deep guttural words, and Fire Tongue as you hear, "Who the fuck are they?"
Are these some of your friends, Scud? As I haven't forgotten, I'm still holding him by his hands. And not
Tied
one
up.
to leave his newly found prisoner. He's going to stay right where he's at and just ready in action to stab at the thing that runs at him first. That's it.
Pinky, you look behind you with a surprise. You hear a deep guttural voice in Fire Tongue as you recognize the language being a kobold.
Pinky will move south from the chamber he's in, reluctantly leaving that beautiful writing on the wall. 5, 10, 15. I can get here. 20, 25, 30. I can get here. And I will hold a Ray of Frost for whichever enemy comes within range that I can see them. That's my turn.
That is Pinky as he holds an action peering into the gloomy darkness. Milo, you think you can at least hear them. You see at least the flesh lizards as they tear gobbets of flesh for you. They seem to turn startled and let out a feverish hiss at you.
I turn to Pinky for a second. Do you think they can open doors? As I nod to the flesh lizards.
Well, I mean, they would have died in here a long time ago if they couldn't open doors.
Good point. And I stand ready, and I ready in action to strike an enemy if they come close.
Yeah, you hold an action.
I'm standing right
Scud,
past me.
you are tied up. You look over at Marv as he does not let go, making it annoying.
Yeah, Marv, you're always my favourite. Mark, you want to help a poor goblin out here? Maybe untie me.
He stone cold looks down at you. I won't let you die. That's what you're worried about.
They haven't tied up your fingers, though, Scud.
Okay, so I can do this kind of thing. But Marv, you're actually holding on to me, aren't you?
I think he would. At the very least, you're lashed this way, and there's a rope to it. He's holding on to the end of that rope, so you've got a foot of play.
Okay.
You can cast spells like you're tickling someone's butt.
Yeah, he doesn't. He's not accustomed to spell casting. He
I,
doesn't really care much about magic items, so you can still gesture if you're worried about that.
And you said the rope's 10 foot long.
He's holding it a foot short though, but it's 10 feet of length that he could let out slack. Yeah, if you.
Okay.
So
you
Probably just with a bungee cord if you run out a
go-
little bit.
I go, well, fine, Marv. Rusty, you're now my favourite, and I cast Minor Illusion and create
Fuck
a...
off.
and create a barrel around myself. So
There you go.
just a little barrel with a rope coming out the bottom.
You squat in the barrel. Yeah, it won't do anything for enemies attacking you, but you have similar to invisibility. People have disadvantage to hit you as you're in a semi type of cover.
Do you want a stealth check or?
No, it's
Yep.
just they'll have disadvantage to hit you, but you'll have disadvantage to hit them too because of the illusion. Yeah, as it springs forward, as you all see an unnatural looking barrel, completely still and slightly wavering, spring for it. Rusty, well, that's something. As you peer over at the barreled Scud beside you.
I'll take a step here, see what I can see, a bit closer to the door that Milo's opened. Is it just the flesh lizards, or are there any bipedal folk in there? I'll step into
Oh,
a
there's a draconian in there as well.
I can't see
What
him.
the fuck are they saying?
Oh,
You
it's
hear
at the
one
very
bark
edge
back
of a
in.
token there.
Bark back in
Um,
fire tongue.
Yeah, alright. I'll shoot a firebolt at the draconian.
Mhm.
I do not have blessed. That shouldn't be ticked, but I rolled a 21 for 3 damage.
That hits as it glances across it, scarring up some of its hide armor.
And then rest of my movements, take a couple of steps back.
Mhm.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That's me.
Yeah, as you retreat backwards. The flesh lizards let out a fevered cry and rush forward. As they rush up to you, they have to dash to get up to here, Milo. As they rush up onto your space, you get to make an opportunity attack as they come baying forward and snarling. Yeah, you slash into them. That hits as you cut across some of them. That hits. They only take 6 damage as they are a swarm. As you cut down one of them and injure another.
I'll let out my Ray of Frost now as my held action. 11.
That misses. As they're too quick, they bob and weave and spread out in all directions as they disappear around you. That is that. The Draconian Soldier acts. He'll scrabble over these barrels for half cover as he does like a hood hop. And he'll move up to here and take 2 chopping swings at Milo, who blocks the way. 21.
That's 21 hits.
First one hits on the shield. The second one rakes across your calf for 4.
Ow.
Since you, does he have enough movement? Yeah, since you already took an opportunity attack, he steps back around the corner, too, seeing an opening. The other one rushes forward as he dashes up to the other side of the wall. Marv, you see both of them rush up on either's flank. Milo recoils as the flesh lizards bay at his legs, trying to bite at them as he kicks them away. One of the Draconians steps up and slices him thinly.
I'll make sure I unmute myself there. So kind of like a, with the rope kind of illusory going through the barrel, I'm assuming is there. He's going to rotate around Scud, staying within, close distance to him, and he'll stab down at the...
Yeah, one-handed, you lean over, stabbing
yeah.
at them.
It's funny because his hand is so big and the rapier he's using is so skinny, it just looks like he's holding like a long fork. Here's his rapier shot. Ooh, 7 to hit. It's probably not going to hit.
7 misses as the hounds leap free.
I think he'll just rotate back around over here.
That is Marv. Pinky, seeing a fumbled attempt at it, you look on as you see Milo trying to kick away these hound-like creatures.
Sure. I will aim at the hound-like creatures. Another Ray of Frost. 17.
That hits as it freezes one completely solid.
7 cold damage.
7. And they're reduced in speed by 10 feet.
I enjoy my position here. However, we're in a decent line here, so I think I might skirt over to the corner of this room, and that'll end my turn.
Milo, you're taking nicks. These things continue shrieking around your legs, gnashing their teeth. You have to be careful because the Draconians are also coming forward as they use the cover in front of you.
That's 2.
Yes, you see 2 rush up.
I'll still be okay. I'll slash at the beasties at my legs. Ah, get off me! 14 for 12.
That hits as you slice into them, shearing one in two with a bisecting blow for 6.
How many are still nibbling at my legs?
About 5 or 6.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, they're about half strength. You see 3 or 4 of them are like lying on the ground, decapitated or dying.
That's my go.
Scud, Milo's holding the door, but you're not sure how long you can as you try and peek out of your illusion.
Yeah, well, seeing as Marv's fighting and maybe a little bit distracted, and that these guys are clearly going to need my help or they'll all die, I'm going to start trying to loosen the bonds on my wrists in my illusionary barrel.
Yeah, go ahead and make an acrobatic. Sorry, go ahead and make a sleight of hand or an athletics roll if you're going to try and strain against them. DC for rope is 18, I believe.
I will definitely go with sleight of hand.
Ooh.
20!
Yeah, you slip the restraints as because he's in the illusory barrel, Marv, you do not notice unless you move more than 10 feet away.
Okay, cool.
So you're still in the barrel, but that is your action. Any bonus actions or movement?
No movement. I'm going to stay where I am.
Stay in your fake barrel.
Yeah.
Rusty, unbeknownst to you, he slipped free, but Milo's definitely getting the attention of all the enemies as he's blocking the doorway. So this might go badly soon.
Yeah, I want to use this spell, but it would hit Milo as well. Let's just try to clear these ones at Milo's feet, then shall we get rid of that? So I will make sure I've got range for my range attack, as I will throw another firebolt at Milo's feet.
You try and spray fire at the ones.
It's a 19 for 1 whole point of damage.
Yeah. You hear one of them let out as it yelps in pain.
Goodness.
Cooking my dinner for me, are you?
I need something I can do as a bonus action, otherwise I'm just very piddly right now.
Yeah, 19 hits for 1.
That's it, I'm
Intriguing,
afraid.
the mystical powers of magic.
Anything else, Rusty? I don't think so. Poor wizard.
That's it.
Yeah, wizards don't have much unless there's a spell going with bonus actions. Milo, they try to shred your junk apart as they try and gnash and bite at your feet, legs, and groinal area.
Oh no, that misses.
That misses, though, has managed to use the shield to like smack them away, like someone with a surfboard hitting a pack of hungry seals.
They bite
Weird
into
analogy.
my eye and codpiece.
Yeah, you take out a cod piece with a pair of spectacles drawn on it. That is that for them. They are not going to move. The Draconians are both going to press their way up. This one is going to move here and try and shoulder barge you.
Okay.
Actually, he's going to try and he just tries to kick you right in the corner of your knee while you're paying attention to them. So make a contested athletics check because he tries to kick your legs out, knocking you prone.
I'll use an inspiration and then hero points.
Draconian got 20.
15.
Yeah, the Draconian got 20 as he kicks you right in the leg. You go down in a pile as he steps over you.
Ah, fuck!
He'll then use his remaining attack.
I know our wall.
He'll use his remaining attack to. He just sees a barrel there. He doesn't have time to investigate the wavering
I
barrel.
will attack the guy with disadvantage because I have Sentinel.
Yeah. That misses as you just swing wildly on the ground. I think some of the beasts
11.
grab onto your clothes and drag you around on the floor.
Fucking the rolls are back.
You're prone too, so it's only an 8 anyways.
1 is Rusty, 2 is Marv.
2.
Yeah, they stab
I'll
at you,
take it.
Marv.
Yes.
Misses as he swings
Ooh.
wildly.
A 5 is
The next
definitely
one
below my
steps
AC.
in. Yeah, next one steps in. He sees his friends are crowded. As he moves by, he slashes at Milo on the ground, but leaves the hounds to do the rest. 16, Milo, as he stabs at you on the
Misses.
ground. I think you pull the shield over you to protect from the flesh lizards and the draconian. He'll continue for it. He just sees a weird barrel. He looks at it for a second, but continues after Pinky, going for the obvious threats. As he like leans around the corner as he looks down at you. As he says,
My lieutenant was a kobold. I really want to eat him bad.
as he leers down at you, Pinky, and tries to stab you.
Please don't do that.
Yeah, misses. He scrapes the wall, spraying dust down on you.
Not very high rolls for them.
Marv, he chops out at you. You dodge it. The strange barrel wavers beside you as you see Draconian look at it for a second, giving you an opportunity.
Still thinking he's tethered to it. He's gonna cunning action disengage. As a rogue, I believe you can do that.
Yes.
And step over here, come onto this side of the barrel, and then he's gonna try and yank Scud out of the barrel that he thinks he's in there, and takes a step over, and clearly there's nothing left. The rope, he's clearly out of it, and looks back at the barrel and is like, I'll deal with that in a minute. Gotta save Pinky here. So he'll take his long
He's
fork-like
untied
rapier.
himself.
Yeah, at the very least is what he's done. Like, take his long fork-like rapier and stab out at this dragon with flanking. Now, rules is written usually with flanking you get advantage, but I don't think I get that for the terms of sneak attack, but this guy's already here within 5 feet of it friendly, so I don't think it matters much. So anyways,
Flanking's only +2 in my
it's only +2 in this one, yeah. So
Wow.
that means my
It's too
roll is
easy.
a
It's
16 to hit.
It's too easy to get it. 16 hits. How'd you stab into him? You do sneak
With-
attack for
With
13.
3. Yeah.
Yeah, as he squeals in pain, as you stick him right in his back, he's been too focused on Pinky.
Hits him in the shoulder. And now that my hand is free from the rope, he'll drop the rope and grab his dagger and do an offhand hit, because he can do that.
Mhm.
For 12 to
That
hit.
misses.
Still into that low AC, yeah. Okay, that's a bit for him.
Pinky, it is your go. As you look on, the guy reels back, clutching at the arch in his back as blood pours down. As it goes,
Yeah, Pinky looks at him and goes, no, 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 no. And he will take the opportunity attack and attempt to move a little
he
bit.
just swipes through air, missing.
And he'll turn
With
around
13.
and target it again. Well, I'll target the one in front of Marvinsky that just attacked me with the Ray of Frost for
Mhm.
11. God
That
damn
misses.
it.
As it explodes on the wall, as I think it tries to dodge Marv's second swing.
Yeah, I just go a little frustrated, and that'll end my turn.
Milo, you're on the ground. There's a bunch of flesh lizards on you to try and bite at you, making it difficult to swing at anything as you are pulled around on the ground a few
Yeah,
feet.
I slap them off and I get up and I try to swipe at them once more. 15.
15 hits as you slice down into one, departing the hound from this life.
How many are
for
left?
5. There are 3 or 4 left.
Jesus Christ. Did someone help me with these fucking things? It's like frustrated as his ankles are getting shit. I think I will action surge and seeing that Rusty is in trouble. Rusty, watch out! And I'll try to slash at the back of the other one.
Yeah, you do a flanking as you stab
17.
4 at him. 17 hits as you thrust into his back. He lets out a roar of pain.
For
For,
horrible
8.
critical. But yeah, for no, for
7.
Sorry.
7. Yeah.
For 7.
Mhm.
Sorry.
No worries.
Mhm.
And then I will, knowing these bad boys are here, I will try to second wind so I don't immediately die. That's a D10 plus my fight level.
2.
Oh.
Ooh, whopping 1
That's a
point
1.
on the die.
That's a whole 3 health points back. The rolls are back, you guys. The rolls are back. Jeez.
All of us.
Yeah, we haven't been rolling well. It's okay.
Love you guys.
It's okay. I go by the whole fail forward school of DMing.
Yeah. Good luck. Someone help, please. That's my go. Sorry.
There we go. As Milo takes a deep breath, although it's faltering, as I think one of the hounds bites him right on the side, and taking the breath out of him.
Yeah,
Scud,
you-
hiding in your barrel, they all seem to ignore you. They think the barrel looks strange.
well, hearing Milo's in trouble, yeah, you'll hear a little voice say, "Don't worry, Fred, Milo, I will save you." And then out of the barrel comes a force bolt.
In fireball,
into
in fire tongue
in-
here.
Why is that barrel talking?
Yeah, so this bolt shoots out towards Milo's feet, but I'm aiming at the lizards. What do we get? I don't know why it's just an 11.
That hits as you blast into it.
Oh, cool.
Sorry, sorry, misses. I was looking at the
Yeah.
fucking
Oh,
blast.
and then seeing that I haven't managed to do anything, I'm gonna take the disengage action as a bonus action, and the barrel will disappear as I kind of run off down this way a little bit around the
It will
corner there.
swing at the weird barrel running away as disadvantage. Sorry, the barrel doesn't move at you.
I took disengage with the
Oh,
nimble
yeah.
escape.
Yeah, the goblin rushes out of his weird barrel. The only thing that remains is a shuddering barrel that begins dissipating.
Whew.
Rusty, Milo manages to stab this guy in the back, giving you an opportunity to breathe before he can swing again at you.
Yeah, I just take like half a step forward and look where Scud's running off to. Then okay, I know it's a dead end. That's good. He's not getting away. And then we're being a bit harassed by these folk, aren't we? So I think they're all weak right now. So let's attempt a magic missile, one for each of them, and see how we go.
Yeah, magic missiles come spraying out of your hand, shooting in every direction.
4 on the die. For
It kills
damage.
none of them as they all recoil in pain as they pop and explode. They all look at you though, which is disconcerting.
Yeah, go for the lizard.
Hey, let's all calm down.
Yeah,
I'll stay where I am, I think.
Mhm.
Actually, I'll
the
make that. That's it.
yeah, the pack of flesh lizards will continue ripping and tearing at Milo, or trying to, as they are having a hard time getting past his armor.
They are.
17. Yeah,
I
as they
slammed it
scrape
away.
and rake off of it. Yeah, one of them's about to bite you on the arm, but you manage to knock him
The
away.
cut piece is holding!
Yeah, I think we have 2 duels going on. The one here will slice and cut at you, Marv, with 2 chopping swings. As it swings for 7 and 11. I think both miss as
They
it
do
swings
both
through
miss.
open air. Yeah, its wounds are impeding it. The other one goes for you, Rusty, as it does not like getting hit by baseball-sized force objects. As it makes 2 more stabs at you.
I will attack it.
Oh.
8 and 8. Won't miss.
Miss,
Yeah,
miss.
as you attack while he's distracted with Sentinel.
Ooh!
That
25.
hits as you stab into him. How do you kill him before he can even make his attacks?
Nice.
Thought I didn't see you as I stab him through the chest and I sort of whisper in his ear. And then I slam another one of those lizards from me. Ah, fucking help me, please, Rusty!
What do you think I'm doing?
Yeah, Marv, if they bicker and kill their friend, that's great and all, but this guy swings, even though he misses. It's still disconcerting.
Seeing Scud jump out of the barrel, Marv's is particularly inspired, so he'll use his inspiration for this attack to hit this dragon board so he can run after him. So this will be with inspiration. 21 to hit, I believe, is 8 damage.
Yeah, 8 damage hits, you thrust into it.
Does it kill him?
It does. How do you kill him?
Okay, good. All right. Because he wanted to slash just at his chest, and not enough to to completely fuck up his body. Just wanted to stab him to kill him and knock him down, and then he's gonna run here after Scud.
Huh?
I'll
So
come back for you later.
A big annoying dragonborn coming your
And
way.
oh wait, do I have enough
Get
movement?
away.
I think I can get through him. I'm gonna have to measure that, but I believe how much are you like a small creature by any chance? You are? I
I
think I don't know if it's a huge difference then, but it's still enough movement to get through you
It
traditionally.
won't make any difference.
Yeah, I'm behind you then, bud. Just like we started this whole thing.
Pinky, you see them cut down their 2 friends. Milo keeps on screeching for help with these damnable lizards.
Being
You
still
assist
a
him?
little bit rattled, as this is probably some of the first fights he's ever had. He'll look at the ones near Milo's ankles, and like a one-trick pony will cast another ray of frost for a
You let
natural
no one fly.
Ah, my ankles freeze!
Yeah.
No! This is worse than the
There's no
lizards!
friendly fire. Yeah, you have to pull the shot wide though. I think in the fever and tension of one of your first fights, like seeing everything get killed so close to you is a bit distracting.
I will, however, move 5, 10, 15, 20. I will move next to Milo to maybe aggro some of it.
Milo, there's two left. They go on either side of you, trying to snap at you. They don't seem to notice their masters dying, completely caught up in their bloodlust.
I will move here. Can I flank with Pinky? Or is Pinky not holding anything?
As you move off the square, they will make an opportunity attack because they have a reach of 0.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. That's fine.
As they snap at you, they miss out as you smack them aside with your shield, trusting back at them.
Yeah,
How do you kill
22.
them?
I start slapping one, and then one goes for the cod piece again, and I catch it with the shield, and I sort of like drop it down on top of him so it squishes him like a bug. Like,
slamming it into the ground. That ends.
You're
combat.
really trying to get that cod piece over.
Oh my god, they were really going for it.
You're
Well
trying to
done,
make that a
everyone.
thing.
Good teamwork. Good teamwork. Well
Yeah,
done. Well done.
thanks, Scud. Wait a second. Wait. Scud.
I am here. So, not letting Scud get too far away. He's going to try and retrieve that rope. So pick that rope back up. He's just going to look at you and go to hand it to you. Hold on, let me get the camera back on. This is important. Either you tie yourself up or I tie you up.
I'll tie myself up. It's and I start trying to tie myself up. I don't know how hard that is.
Right, it's like I would roll an intimidation, but you just see this large creature standing over you. His hands are as long as big as your arm, so it's up to you, man. That's how he would present it to you. But the only thing is at the moment he kind of goes to hand you the rope, his demeanor kind of changes. He kind of hunches forward. It gets a little narrower because he looks back over at the dead body that he just slayed, and he kind of walks back up to it and hunches over it, almost completely ignoring you. That's the first thing you notice, Scud, because he was focused on you intently. And just walks over to it, kneels over in front of it, kind of grabs at his chest. I don't know if you remember from earlier that little necklace he was wearing, and he just begins to say a little prayer to it. And then he erects himself back up again, looks back over at you. All right, now those bonds.
I mean,
Try
really,
yourself out.
Marvinsky, is that quite necessary? He didn't flee during the battle. He did try and help, I suppose.
But he did burn down my shop. I went through a lot to get that shop.
No, you're right.
Imagine
Yeah,
amassing enough wealth to be able to buy a shop outright.
Yeah,
Do
where
you think that
did
was
you
easy?
get all that money from?
Right, well, I'm not staying here for this conversation. I'll
I'm searching
move
the
into...
bodies.
A little bit of an ad hominem there, champ. But yes, let's go over the bodies. Do you know who these people are, Scud?
No, I don't. I didn't see it. I only saw Trogs when I come here before. These things are new.
Inside check. 20.
Go ahead, make a deception roll. If you are lying, you can whisper. You can go ahead and whisper this. If you're not
Yeah.
lying, you do not have to roll anything.
I don't want you guys to know if I'm lying or not. It looks like
What
I'm
a
telling the
sh-
truth. But
Yeah, you have a hard time seeing it, but as you peer at him, but yeah.
Those little red eyes do not betray us. A hint of a lie.
Is there any deeper is there anything deeper emotion you might be able to see? Mark from Scud?
no, he genuinely looks confused. He hasn't seen these things here before. It was just Trogs when he came before, but that he didn't like. Yeah, I didn't go in all the rooms. I just I came in here through here, and down those, and I just got in those stairs around the corner. It's pretty obvious I'll be in trouble if I got caught, so that's when I come up with my plan.
Don't worry, Milo will probably just blindly believe you anyway. Is there anything? I'm gonna pat down this draconian in front of me, see if there's anything of useful on his body.
Quite a sardonic remark from you. He looks a bit offended.
You should
As
be
you-
nicer to Milo, Rusty. He's a good fella.
As you look on the corpse, Rusty, peering at them, you see both of them have short swords. It's worth a decent sum, at least if you can sell them somewhere. Or if you want to carry back a bunch of weapons. They're wearing hide armor, too.
I will put those 2 short swords in my brand new bag of holding, which Scud so kindly gifted me.
You see this much gold on them, as you find 7 gold pieces, and this much silver, as you find 28 silver pieces.
7 gold, 28 silver. I will add that to our current tally in the bag.
Yeah, as you guys proceed into the chamber further, you find supplies. Like, have been dropped off. The corpse of what looks like a trader that's been half devoured. He's wearing somewhat recognizable trader's gear, like the ones you'd see at the markets.
Our markets?
Yes, there's a similar kind of dress. Many of the traders kind of dress the same to identify them when they're at the markets from the general populace.
Was there any
Usually they wear... Yeah.
Any missing people in the like that I've seen on the notice boards?
Maybe 1 or 2. Azerat is not a small town. It's not everyone knows each other, but it's definitely could happen. This person probably wasn't. They're probably coming to town, hence why you haven't seen anything about it. Maybe in a few more weeks there would have been a notice about them missing.
But before you all start pointing fingers, I had nothing to do with these people. I didn't even know they were here. Swear it.
Yes, I know most of your victims are circumstantial.
Hunching over this dead fellow, does it have similar, like, sword lacerations that the Dragonborns would have probably done? Or is this maybe those rodent things that killed it?
Make a medicine roll as you lean down to look.
Can I whisper a prayer and just lay my hand on?
Do you
Marv?
let him cast a spell on you, Marv?
You
after
would
everything he's
not
done?
let him cast a spell on him.
Oh, just trying to help, Marv.
This
Okay.
guy has been chewed up bad by the lizards. They were in the middle of eating him, the flesh lizards, living up to their name. You see, though, that he was probably killed by the older wound. You see a slit from ear to ear where his throat was slit, presumably by one of the Draconians with a short sword. As you look around, you see much of the cargo still remains. You see a tent that's been pitched as Draconian markings all across it, as you see some emblems of the Warlord Empire.
I will definitely go towards that, and I will take out my journal and begin taking some notes about all of these symbols from the Warlord Empire.
Mhm.
And I will also go, after I'm done, back to the cargo crates and check to see what's inside of those.
As you come up closer to them, you notice with your passive perception, they've all been pried open.
I just flip open the lid then.
Flipping open the big one's lid, there's nothing inside. As you peer over it, just some like blankets and hay, probably used to keep something from being jostled. Moving over to the other crates and barrels, they appear to be foodstuffs. Most of them are broken open. You see one of them is an empty barrel of beer. The other one is a half-empty barrel of beer, but like it has a thin layer of grease on it.
Oh, will that fit in my bag?
Bag of holding.
Yes. The
Uh,
half-empty barrel of beer.
Yeah, covered in grease. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just let into
Uh-huh.
the bag.
It helps it going.
Yeah, and I'll also check inside the tent. Why not?
As you check inside the tent, you find most of the stuff that has not been pillaged or used by the Troglodytes or Draconians. As you find some choice goods that these creatures have been hoarding for themselves. You find a stack of silver and gold that has very clearly been set aside. The one spot as you find 834 silver pieces and 25
Oh.
gold.
My heart went like.
I know.
Yeah. You recognize 2 healing potions, clearly labeled in Iron Tongue, or common in this world.
Pinky, did you find anything in there?
Oh, yes, quite a few goodies. There's quite a bit of money in here, and 2 healing potions, if I'm right.
Would you like me to add them to what we've already got?
Sure.
Okay.
However, the healing potions should be on separate people.
I agree. I've actually I've got one of those on me already. I've managed to scavenge it from my burned down store, so 2 other people.
I'll carry one.
Grand. Then Marvinsky and Milo perhaps carry one, and I also have my ointments and bandages that I still have left. So, I'm
Great
sorry. Did you
face.
say something, Scum?
Straight
I
face.
kick
he was
over one of the
looking at you.
barrels. walk over to these lizards and start eating one.
Don't worry. If you were unconscious, I definitely would give it to you.
Let's check.
As you look over,
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
yeah, there's a quiver of arrows also.
Oh.
The
How about
arrows seem
you,
to have
Steve?
weird embossments on them, and you see that like there are small gems on the very end of their iron tips.
Believe it or not, Bob was looking at him like, oh man, all of my dingy arrows are practically about to split. I don't know if anyone needs these, but I could use a new quiver of arrows.
Oh, sure. Just be careful with them. I do notice some enchantment on it. Well, I'm assuming so. Just,
Oh,
they
enchanted?
resemble,
Oh god.
they,
More
they resemble
magic
some of my
shit.
trinkets. Yes.
Are these things gonna explode in my pocket? I don't want things to break again. The
They
last
might.
magical thing blew up my shop. So can you maybe look at these, Rusty? I don't want to be untoward to these things and have animosity. Just make sure they're not going to blow up in my pocket. You know what I mean?
Point later, you can give me a few minutes so I can find out for sure whether or not they are magical.
You might be able to
You
tell
don't
what they are immediately. These are not super uncommon.
Oh,
Just
then I'll
make
make
sure they're
a-
not like halfway broken or whatever. Do you
I'll
see
just,
like if the
I'll just do a quick like Arcana check or whatever to see.
Yeah,
if I
anyone
can
with proficiency
tell
in
them.
Arcana can make a roll. Presumably Rusty first, or anyone aiding Rusty.
Ooh, 23 for Pinky.
24.
23 and
for us.
24. Yeah, easy. DC was 12. I was like, but as you peer down at them, they are walloping arrows. If they hit creatures, they pack a bunch more force, giving anything they hit about 50 pounds worth of a shove, which can knock creatures prone, along with doing the damage on a hit.
I say to Marv, these are quite good. You hit someone with one of these and you knock them right in their ass if they're if they don't resist it.
So 8 walloping arrows.
Oh. Well, I mean, shit, with my strength, if I hit anyone hard with an arrow, they fall over. So, I mean, I don't know what the difference is, but these are shiny. So as long as they're not going to explode, I'm happy to. Do you guys want to share them or anything? Hold a couple out. I don't know if anyone else uses bows.
I don't think they'll fit this crossbow, so.
No, I think you're perfectly fine to take them.
Oh, all right. Thanks. He'll
As a-
he'll throw his like toothpick ones out of his quiver and throw them to the side.
As a point, I'm looking at this particular shelter here. Would you mind if I take about 5 minutes to 10 minutes to take it down? I feel like this might come in handy if we were ever to camp within the Warlord Empire with their symbols and whatnot.
Milo is staring at the symbols and sort of tracing them with his fingers. He has not responded to any of the loot gathering, just staring at
Do
it.
you recognize these symbols, Milo?
Just staring at it a bit longer. Sorry. You say something? He smiles at you.
I said, do you recognize these symbols?
Oh no, but they're quite nice, aren't they? Intricate piece of work. Dragon Empire.
Insight check.
Hmm.
Yeah, if you're trying to hide these emotions, Milo, you can.
4. Tell me your secrets.
You trying to hide anything? Is Milo trying to hide anything, or?
I have
Yeah,
an issue. It's a problem with me rolling. Everyone
Yeah.
can just see it.
Yeah, Pinky rolled a 4 for reference. No, that was GM rolled.
That's
and
doesn't
your
matter.
GM
'cause
roll for your deception check. As you peer at him, Pinky, you didn't catch most of that.
No.
It's hard to say as you look over. You aren't really able to read him at all, as you were kind of too busy being money hungry to notice.
Did you say something about the tent, Pinky?
Yes, well, this tent here that you're looking at.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I feel like if we were to ever camp out in the Warlord Empire, this particular design might come in handy. Might deter some people.
Yes, we should definitely take it with us.
Yes, yes.
It's grand. It's pretty big as well, isn't it?
It is quite large.
Okay, start breaking it up. Do you need help?
Yes, please.
I'll start helping, and it looks like he knows what he's doing.
Ah, you've done this before, I see. Military man, perhaps?
No, Professor. Junior.
Junior professor, I see. Well, perhaps you might be able to teach me a few things later on.
Oh, of course. Are you interested in the science of anthropology? As he smiles
Well,
brightly.
I'm interested in anything interesting, so that'll be
I know a lot of interesting things.
wonderful. Grand, as do I.
Oh, I'd love to talk about this, but we are quite in an annoying situation, and as he turns to
that's
Scud,
right.
Scud answered again. I don't feel too good to really talk about this right now, but good talk. As he starts breaking it down.
Yes. Sorry, everybody.
How's Scott
Not a room
taking
in
all
that
this?
tent, huh?
As we
shit.
see him standing aside.
We're just
well,
They
he's
standing
insult
outside
and
it.
ignore him.
He's skinned one of the lizards by now, and he's wandered back over, and he's he pulled out some little herbs, and he's been sprinkling it on it, and now he's tucking into it. While they're breaking the tent down.
Yeah, it's gritty, just like you thought it would be. As you take some mouthfuls. Yeah. Thankfully, he's not poisonous in any way. As you start eating the flesh lizard. Yeah, that was a nice little snack while you watch the rest of them pack it all up. About 10 minutes pass as you finish packing it up, Pinky, as you have you have expertise with tinker's tools. It's pretty easy for you.
Yep. I'll shove it into Rusty's bag if that is okay.
Yeah, you stuff it in, mark a tent. It weighs the same as a standard tent, pretty much. Just its markings are a bit different.
Sure.
If anyone's ever breaking down a tent before, that shit takes a while.
No, you actually can grow pretty proficient at it.
Yeah.
It helps when they're small, but that's like a 8-person tent. That thing's huge.
Oh, there's like an alcove over here. There's also a door, but there's a small alcove.
To be clear, everyone, I just want to refocus us. We're all trying to get Scud not guilty, right? So far, nothing is changing my mind about this right now.
Mhm.
The Dragonborn people were here, and they found a shield. They ran into us on their way, presumably to leave, and we were told delusions of grandeur about a god lady coming out of Scud.
Oh my god! I totally forgot to tell you. But there's down by the stairs where I was at. There's beautiful, beautiful writing on the wall that seems to be carved into the stone magically. And then there's this spot where you could put your hand onto some sort of gem. It was actually quite interesting.
Oh, can you show this to me, Pinky?
Oh yes,
to the left.
I'll walk with
Right.
Pinky.
right over this way.
Can I just crouch down this body to see if it's anyone that I knew?
It is no one that you knew as you peer at its kind of messed up face. As Scud begins to wander off the other direction.
Marv is very close behind him.
I just wonder where it went, Marv. So I won't go nowhere. I'll come back.
Yeah, after they loom over Scud for a second, we pan back to the others as you see you look down the staircase. As Pinky said, there's no writing, like he said, but there is the symbol of the world as you see it. Below it is a handprint. It seems to be sized for a normal creature, but you see smaller indents, one for a larger creature's hand that go over the top, and one for an even smaller creature's hand to fit in. So it fits 3 sizes: larger creatures, medium creatures, and smaller creatures, should they put their hands in. As this is going on, Rusty sends out his tarantula as it scurries off down the passageway by itself.
That's a good idea.
What else?
Is this some kind of puzzle we're looking at here, Milo?
A puzzle? As he turns to you.
I feel like there's, three different sets of holes, small to large to medium.
It certainly could
Yes.
be. Well, what's on the walls? It's writing.
Yeah,
I
as
thought it
you
was writing.
peer at it, it is not writing, but an embossed, like gold filigreed lettering. It was sorry, not lettering, but symbology. As you see a pictograph of the world, it looks exactly the same style as the mark that you all have of the world shattered. Although this is the world formed. You see a small jade gem is in the middle of the handprint.
Does that?
My theory is that the handprints are just to accommodate different sized creatures. I'm assuming that many different races used to go in here. Now, this is again just an assumption, but I'm really itching to put my hand on it.
By the way, that alcove that you found in that other room, that leads to a very large chamber with some
Oh.
stone walls and tents and stuff. So
Any more
didn't see any
dragon bones?
creatures. Didn't see any creatures, but yeah, it's quite a large chamber.
Milo will deglove the
Well,
hand on which he has the
Finally walk
mark.
up to see what the hell these guys are talking about.
Yeah, he squeezes you by.
Yeah, we see Milo pull off his glove.
No,
As he...
carefully. And he'll sort of like roll his sleeve down a little bit, like keeping his hand on it, and he'll put that hand on the marking and see how it fits.
Yeah, it fits fine. You're a smidge bigger than the medium-sized hand, so you have to do a little bit of squeezing to get your fingers in there. But as you all look on, you hear as first you see the door rise upwards into the ceiling, then another door behind it opens horizontally, then another door behind it opens diagonally. As you see all this pinky and rusty, someone has warded this, so it's going to take a lot of energy and a lot of knock spells to get through 3 doors as they open back to back. As they press open, you see a large chamber beyond. As you all peer in, you see a hallway, grand, standing tall. You see 2 knights on either side, covered in shining armor. The silver seems to be almost melted on top of it. It doesn't seem to be actual armor. It seems to be more like shining silver melted atop stone statues. As you see that one is in the shape of a celestial, the other is in the shape of one of the knights of Revelo.
Can I grab a small stone and just maybe throw it at one of the knights?
Yeah,
Just
with a hollow
not
metal.
throw it, but
Yeah, with a hollow metal dink, it bounces off of it. No reaction from it. It doesn't not seem to be an illusion either.
man, that is quite interesting. I'll just casually walk down into the chamber.
Careful, Pinky. There's like I saw spirits down there, like crazy ones.
What do you
Like,
mean, spirits?
That's why I didn't go down. Like I was gonna, and then
Wait, did you go in this place?
I opened the door and went down the stairs, but I got scared. There's creatures down here. They scared me and I ran.
Were the Troglodytes in here when you went in?
No,
So they came in later.
No. They were in the outer tunnels, but nothing. I don't know if there was any down here.
How much
Didn't see no
sound?
tracks.
How much sound did it make when these doors opened?
Well, it was night time. Trogs were mostly out hunting. Like I said, I didn't even see the Draconians here before.
And
I feel like there might be some significance to the mark that some of us carry.
How long ago was it that you were here last, Scud?
Only a few days ago.
and where did you
Right.
see the spirits?
Like in this big chamber down here.
Right
Heard
here.
it first. Yeah.
I place my hand on the floor and I send Sheila to scuttle forward maybe 20-25 feet into the chamber. See what happens.
Yeah, it scurries into the large chamber. It's not nearly so overgrown as the reference image, as it's barren of vines. It's quite clean, the chamber, with a very thin smattering of dust. As you send Sheila in, immediately you hear sounds as you hear as continual flames light up all around the chamber, shining an illumination around the place. The light seems to be multicolored as the hues take on almost a rainbow-like effect, and then slowly as the colors settle in, it takes on a somber, warm tone.
With the newly lit chamber, does it reveal anything else of interest or worry or anything like that?
You see two passageways that seem to go off in either direction. One seems to be larger and moves through a less worked cave. It seems like someone built the structure of the cave to go with the natural decor of the caverns. Another one seems to go through a more man-made passageway with an archway and more supports.
I'll be sure to
Bring Sheila back.
don my my mark as I start walking into the chamber. Like, I want to make sure that, you know, whoever is in here, if there is anybody, would immediately see the mark.
Yeah. As you walk into the chamber, almost like in reaction to you, you hear distantly off in one of the characters, "Yow! I won it! I won the world!"
Now that's ominous.
What did you hear?
Is it coming? Well, did you not hear that?
We all heard that, surely.
Yeah. Oh, I want the world. Is it coming from the eastern or western chamber?
Seems to go ahead and make me a perception check. Anyone proficiency? Otherwise, you can lead the roll, Pinky.
No, my proficiency.
Oh, okay.
I'm rolling
By
one as
one.
well, but I want to look for the floor if they are like trap tile floors, like if there's a bunch of little individual square ones.
Sure. The chamber is enormous. This will probably take you 10 or 15 minutes of scanning the floor. It's about 100 square feet by 50 square feet.
Even just like the initial entrances, sorry, too.
Sure. The spider and Pinky have already walked in down the steps.
True.
Can I ask a question?
Probably nothing.
Yep.
Have we seen Pinky's mark before?
When you guys briefly mentioned it, or when Scud had mentioned it, I had shown it to everybody and last episode and went, "Oh, that's strange. I always thought this was a birthmark." You saw it then for sure.
Yes. Everyone's has been seen except for Marv's and Rusty's.
Okay. I'll follow Pinky then.
I'll look down, but I know that Sheila wouldn't be heavy enough to activate any pressure plates, so I'm maybe making sure that I'm trying to look out for pressure plates and tripwires and stuff as I walk.
Yeah, you passively begin perceiving the area around you as you walk along. The gloomy darkness makes it difficult, but thanks to Scud and Marv holding torches, you can see fine in the dim dark of this strange and very, I wouldn't say opulent, it's more practical, but a very well-made hall. It is made of stone marble as you peer across it. Rusty.
Definitely made by dwarves, I was thinking.
It is not made by dwarves. As you peer at it.
I say that anyway because it's good handiwork.
Yeah. Go ahead and make me a history roll.
14.
You do have
Unless this
bonus.
is stone cunning, in which it'll be 16.
Stone cunning. 16. With a 16, as you peer at it, you recognize something interesting, Rusty. It is not. It's in a more modern style. Pinky, you recognize. Yeah, you recognize that it is a magical style of stoneworking. Can you make me an Arcana roll, Pinky?
Magical stones.
22 for history and
So,
23 Arcana.
Someone used disintegration magic to hollow this place out and sculpt all of this stonework.
Why don't you roll this good in combat, Charlie?
Well, it comes in handy when it has to. This chamber is remarkable. I recognize the texture of the stone. It's been carved out with not an instrument, but either a spell or perhaps a disintegration ray. it's quite phenomenal. I've only ever read about this.
I just think
Cool.
to myself, if I know about any of this magic, can I roll an Arcana? I just as he's speaking, that is possibly magically caused.
The disintegrate spell, the wish spell, several other construction type spells that would hollow out stone and the like. It would take a lot of magical effort. Whoever done this was extremely skilled. Judging by the wear of the place, it is not magically warded, at least not immediately. Some of the stone has scuff marks, so whoever put this in place probably done it not too long ago, judging by how fresh and nice the stonework looks. Apart from the few scuff marks.
I read about these sort of spells and this sort of magic in my first year of study at the Arcane College, but yeah, it's not something that I've ever considered pursuing, but it's quite remarkable.
Rusty, you remember, like you said back there, that like the villagers had trouble with trogs before and had got rid of them from this place. This place wasn't here like this when you were here before. Do you remember?
Oh, I wouldn't know. I wasn't a part of the expedition or anything, but yeah, nothing was said back in town. This is all.
Because why would someone build something like this, like now, if it's new?
I doubt it's new.
I don't think it's new. Maybe whoever did is just, ahead of the curve. A bit of a trendsetter.
Whoever they are, they got lucky. If I dig a 1 foot hole in the dirt, it just collapses in on itself. Looking up at the structures, no, it all looks clean and all, but I'm waiting for it to come down on my head. Just saying.
Is there more noise coming from this person who said he wants it all?
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a perception check as you pause again to listen.
14.
Oh.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, you go ahead and pause again, Pinky, as you hear more shrieking. As you hear, I won the grand game. I won it all. The world, the illusion, it is mine.
Well, he sounds like an interesting fellow.
Sounds different from the other one as you listen, Pinky, straining your ears.
Yeah, this one's French.
I'm gonna start walking towards the noise.
Yeah, what is France? Also, most people from Revelo have French or vaguely European accents, generally.
I'm going to go check this out.
I do bid you caution. It is strange enough that the door reacted to us as we put our hand on this device that was clearly, similar to the marks we have, Pinky.
Caution is for cowards.
And for people who survive.
When did you guys... you three... say three as I do a side glance at Marv, because I know he failed very badly at last session a bit. Hiding it. You three... where'd you get that mark from? If you all seem to be carrying it and it's linked with this chamber.
Well, I got mine, roughly 2 months ago, I would say. I've always thought that it was just a birthmark that appeared, and either that or some sort of cancer. But
birthmarks don't normally appear. It's in the name. They normally give it to you at birth.
Right, but then sometimes when you get a tan being in the sun for too long, and sometimes they go away and then they come back once you get
That's
paler.
not a birthmark, but I get what you're saying.
Abstracts growth of skin are very common, actually.
You thought it was a melanoma. Okay.
Yeah. Yes. All the dragon races can't get tans either.
Kobolds famously get their birthmarks at the age of 14.
You can 100% get birthmarks later in your life. 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But that's interesting because
so it just appeared.
Mm-hmm. I thought it was strange too at first, but then what's a mark on your body? Now I see that it's something to be a little more concerned about, especially since it's identical to yours, which, not yours, Rusty, but Milo and Scud.
Oh yeah, I got one too. We're all birthmark brothers. Hey.
Yes.
That's all right. So you guys can hear, did you start hearing voices like me? Nightingale. Same time. Birthmark come, and then she starts talking to me, telling me I gotta do things.
Not. I don't
Why
know.
are we all underwater?
Well, I am hearing voices now, but I don't think that's part of it.
I told you.
Quite peculiar that the three of us, have had this happen.
Mm-hmm.
And then
I would say a few strange things started happening, but I've always thought it was because I'm just strange in certain ways.
Torchlight starts to get dimmer as Marv is headed down the tunnel that he thinks the light and the voices are coming from.
Okay.
Yeah, it seems
He's
to
gonna go
it seems
slow,
to be
but he's got a torch,
Yeah.
so
it seems to be the bigger tunnel of the two, the less man-made one. As you begin to proceed down the way.
you'll be going
As you
like 10,
do
20
so-
feet down that one. Not too far
Yeah.
away from the group, but enough to like get an idea of what the fuck's going on.
As you do so, turning a slight bend in the corner, you start to see light ahead. As you see this light about 50 or 60 feet away, we will take our first break there for 5 or 6 minutes. Okay. Welcome, everybody. As we return, we see a certain large dragonborn proceed down the hallway, having had enough of listening to insane voices down the hallway, and the party needlessly speculate when you can merely walk ahead and see. Do you continue with the torch, Marv, or do you snuff it out once you see light ahead of you?
Well, considering I got no dark vision, I think he's going to keep the torch on him. So you're just going to proceed normally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, other creatures will see the torch, and I'll give you disadvantage on stealth. They see it.
Do you want
Okay.
Sheila to be up ahead?
If you notice him walking off, you can throw him at him, but otherwise he wasn't going to beckon you for Sheila after he already got scared of the last encounter. So stealth with disadvantage if it's even possible.
Yeah, go ahead and make a
He
stealth
puts
roll.
A 12, he puts the torch like behind him, I guess, but he's still like silhouetted, but enough
Mhm.
just so he can see.
Yeah. As you proceed forward, you see two bright glowing silhouettes down the hallway, Marv, as you slowly skirt forward. I think Rusty, your tarantula, keeps pace with him once you realize he's wandered ahead, as the rest of you are about 30 feet behind him as he begins to sneak forward, going low. It's clear he spots something as you look behind, as you look at Marv's behind as he leans low. Beside you, you hear dripping water from an aquifer as water runs down in rivulets into an underground stream. As you look ahead, you see a built-up area, almost like a tavern hall, somewhat anachronistic to it. You see bright braziers glow and candles lit all over the place. As you peer ahead, you see a luminescent being, like the inverse of a silhouette, glowing with motes of light. As you see them stand around a brazier which burns hot, you hear a muted conversation down the tunnel as more creatures seem to be speaking to each other. As you hear,
Did you hear about the ritual? I heard about many things from many spots and times and space and places beyond my reach. How is your dice hand? I've rolled sixes, 6 sixes of sixes beyond the scope. Where are we? Everywhere, dear father, brother, mother.
as they are babbling incoherent nonsense at each other. Those two appear to be having a conversation directly in front, although they have no mouths to move, being the inverse of what a silhouette would be, shining light off of them as you look on, Marv. You hear another fellow around the corner mumbling to itself as it goes, as it just mumbles and makes weird grunting noises as you peer ahead. All this noise seems to distract them. They don't seem to notice the light from your torch either, as these two beings look straight at you as one of them turns and just seemingly looks past you, even though you're holding a torch in your hand and are in direct line of sight.
Oh, There's more than one. I think
Yes,
it's a
you hear one around.
realization of that.
Yeah,
He
you hear one
is
to the right,
nervous.
yeah, and two directly
Yeah.
in front of the fire, talking with each other, like they're having cooler talk.
I think what he'll do is he'll step to the side and throw the torch into that puddle,
Mhm.
so it kind of
Yeah,
goes
with
out.
it goes out.
And noticing Sheila there right before the light disappears, he's going to pick up Sheila and start whispering into its ear like, Rusty! Rusty! Is this thing working? Shakes the spider. Hey! I think you should come over here.
Mark an inspiration.
There's like a 6-second pause of like nothing, and then you see Rusty clamber in after you.
Mhm. Go ahead and make a stealth roll, Rusty. You have advantage as all these beings seem to be distracted with their own insanity.
I saw an
roll.
alcove. He's going to
That's
run
a
over to the
7.
side of it. I think the alcove is like right here. That's where he's going to wait for him.
Yeah, just don't go past the cistern.
Okay, guys. I
suppose
can't even
we-
see it anymore.
We'd probably all kind of file
Yeah, you're like
in.
30 feet back.
Scud's going to put his torch out. See if he picks it up.
Oh, Rusty, did you bring the others, or is it just you? I hear like 3 voices up ahead.
Did you want the others? You just go for me. Up here's Scud.
I told you there was like weird ghost things. I would have hoped backup would have been okay. It's fine.
Yeah, everyone
this
makes stealth
vantage
rolls.
Yep.
As you all
yeah.
maneuver up.
21 for Pinky.
Are you wearing armor, Pinky?
2 for Milo.
Oh boy.
17 for Scud.
Yeah, while they all creep up, Rusty and Marv, what do you two do before things become alerted to your presence? As I think Milo just kicks a big rock right into the cistern, as you all hear a...
Where are you
I
guys
think the only
going?
thing. I think the only thing is, Rusty, are you sure these arrows will work the way you described them?
I
He's
like
gonna
sort
knock
of
an
like
arrow.
I do the thing where like I put a head on it and like lower it down. I don't know if you can even shoot those things with them.
Yeah, but from where
The
I'm sitting, I can
spirits.
see like a guy over here. Is like because the way it's illuminated on roll 20, I can see ahead of where my like dark area is. There's
Yeah,
dudes
as
up
you
there.
peer over, you see
Yeah,
a
that guy.
guy grinning, talking like he's having a full-blown like debate with a mask on the table. As he like looks down at it and he's like,
I don't really see what you mean by the composing theory that dark airs are any better than anyone else. This is purely a straw man argument, you fool.
as you peer over, you see one of the reverse silhouettes turns to hear at you all as that rock gets kicked along. As it looks, it goes,
The 100! They return! They are the cause of all of this! Destroy them!
It's not good.
roll initiative. As the
That's
lost
not good.
ego.
Oh, that must have been
The
Scud
detector
tipping
go.
him off. How else could they have heard us?
Crazy spirits.
Yeah, I'll just list out the initiative for everyone.
Fair enough.
So we have, I think that's everyone's initiative. Starting out the initiative, 23 for Marv, 16 for Scud, Rusty at 15, Fractured Soldier at 15, Milo at 10, 7 for Pinky, 7 for the Lost Ego, and 2 for a hidden creature. Let us begin.
Shit. Hearing the rock getting kicked, he's like, "Oh, I know they're gonna hear that." And looking back over at them, realizing that we're here, Marva's gonna take the bow with that newly acquired arrows. This is one of the 8 he just got, the walloping arrow. We're gonna, since we're not entirely seen yet, could I do another cheeky like hide from in here with my cunning action?
Yeah, just because you're seen, it doesn't mean...
like this
they
one
don't
may
know
not
you're-
know exactly where I am, right?
Yeah, exactly. Just because you're hidden doesn't mean a creature doesn't know you're there. Just doesn't mean that.
Alright.
It just means it doesn't know exactly where you are.
I'll
We-
redo my.
This isn't
spell.
like Skyrim where they forget you exist. Although
Great,
these
thank
guys
you.
might.
Thought I heard
Are we,
something.
are we in dim light or darkness as well?
This I think
you
is
guys
dark.
are in darkness.
Yeah,
currently.
full on. But thankfully I can see him. So I got a 16 for stealth. I don't know if that's going to be enough for sneak attack.
Yes,
or
they
even
don't. They don't
advantage.
seem to see you as they seem to peer past you. As you see the guy like look down at the mask as he peers down. He says,
Sorry, I'll continue this conversation once I've decapitated and eaten their brains.
as he puts
As soon
down
as
the
he
mask.
says, as soon as he says brains, he gets an arrow flown at him. So I'm gonna try a
Yeah, you
short
shoot an
bow
arrow at him as he he begins to take out his equipment. That hits him for 5 as
Plus
he
3 for
cracks
sneak
into him
8
for
total.
an additional 3. He needs to make a saving throw, DC 10. As you
Is
make sure to mark
10.
that walloping arrow.
EM down to 7.
He saves, he
saved.
grabs onto the table, lurches back, staggering as blood pours out of the wound. As you see him pause for a minute, look down at the arrow, and like you see him, he doesn't even like recognize the damage. Then 10 seconds later, he clutches onto his arm and he goes,
Ah, I stubbed my toe! You stupid table!
as he screams at you, seeming to indicate you're the table in question. As you all,
don't think it
as you
works.
all, as you look over into the corridor, you hear one of someone like directly in front of you guys. You can't see. Says,
I didn't stub your toe, fool!
"What the hell is going on?" As Marv, any additional movement or whatnot? As
Yeah, I've got
I
a.
seem to know where you are.
Yeah, he's gonna blindly with his bow out as like a little stick to stop at this wall here. I think it's like 20 feet there.
Yeah.
Actually,
Scud, looking ahead, you see Marv having a bit of a hard time traveling in the darkness. We managed to hit one of those guys. Their insane mutterings continue to babble out as they're making no coherent sense whatsoever.
I kind of like, you hear me mumbling, and you think you hear Nightingale's name, and I pass a hand over the top of my staff, and kind of like a little glimmer of moonlight just kind of comes out of it, and some little speckled dusts of moonlight fall on me, Marvinsky, and Milo as I cast Bless on us all.
Mhm. Yeah.
Hopefully far enough away so that they didn't hear. We'll see.
They do hear you.
I'm gonna roll
Yeah,
insight to see if I
okay.
know it's from Scud. Oh, he doesn't take it. He rolled a
So
20 on insight
Scud-
to see if I would have known it was from Scud if it was like from Milo or something. Bob is still gonna refuse your help. So if you want to put it on someone else, you can, but Bob is gonna refuse it.
Okay, then I will give it to Rusty.
I'll take
You
it.
still haven't proven your innocence.
So,
I seen him use this spell earlier, and so I'm like, oh, I know that's a.
who's the only one who
helpful
isn't
spell.
getting it? I know Miles
Pinky.
getting it.
Marv is not.
It's not willing creatures.
That.
Oh,
That
really?
is-
Oh, I didn't know if it was.
No, it's not.
Mhm. No, it's not. You can cast it on where he wants it or not.
Oh, I guess if I don't have a choice, oh well. I don't mind it. Ryan doesn't mind it. Bob is the one who doesn't want
Marv
it.
gets pissed off. You still cast it on him, Marv?
Yeah,
Okay, alright.
Who's
In the
who's
end,
not
I'll take
getting
it,
it?
thank
then?
you.
Rusty's not getting it.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
You will get
Yeah, as
blessed.
he
so you
forces
like it or
on you,
not.
you begin to glow from that damn bastard, Marv, behind you.
Wait for a second.
Any
And
additional
then,
movement or bonus action?
I think I will. Yeah, I'm just going to move off to the left a little bit, up behind these rocks, and maybe take cover in case something comes firing down here.
Yeah, you rush up beside the rocks as you take cover, standing beside them.
Yep, that's it.
Rusty peering down the hall, you continue to hear them babble incoherent nonsense as Marv seems to shoot one of them. They nearly topple over, but don't fall from one of those arrows.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. So I'm getting a bit confused because I think my game's messed up. Scott just walked through the pond for my screen. I will just move up to the side a little bit and hold a firebolt for any aggressive creatures that come within range.
Yeah, that is your action. As you duck in, the guy here unsheathes his sword and charges forward. As he runs forward, he says, "For my big toe!" As he runs at you all. This is 30 feet of movement. He is going to dash, charging forward. As he does, Rusty, you let fly a shot.
Okie dokie, cool. So just give me 1 second. I'm reloading the page. Okay, that's how things are supposed to be. That makes much more sense.
From the other side, while he's firing, another one rushes forward towards Marv.
That's a 22 for 10 damage.
How'd you kill him?
Oh! Finally rolled good on the damage die. Well, not expecting that. I guess I want to catch him in his... as he's coming down the stairs, I want to catch him in his stubbed toe and make him trip down. And as he tumbles, he just doesn't get up.
Yeah. As you do that, you hear clattering and rumbling as you hear, "The ones who are going to save the world have returned. Let's kill them." As you hear the other go, "The ones who have broken the world have returned. Let's scour them." As they rush forward, drawing weapons, as they run with mad grins and fractured faces, as you see, like, facial features seem to, like, shift and be distorted, like they've been stretched somewhat.
Scud, what are you and your angel person not telling us?
Yeah. As you look at it, you see that one of them begins to shimmer as you see reality begins to change, and like we see Marv, you begin to like shimmer as one of them like peers at you, as you see like distinct possibilities begin to split out from you from 100 different realities, as he is going to give Marv disadvantage on an attack roll with his fractured foresight as he comes within range of him. So he's used his ability.
And this lasts
as a
for how long?
reaction until he's dead. It can be used once, basically. Yeah, once daily.
On any roll. So which roll is it used right now? Or...
It's just reactionary. He can do it when he's within 15 feet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's only on one roll.
It's like reverse bardic inspiration.
Also, like Hasius has to slow down a little bit, and he loses kind of the ability to manipulate his bow for the moment.
No, the fractured soldier just looks into 100 different realities and sees what you're about to do, and gives you disadvantage on your next roll.
Harded.
Yeah, how'd you proceed, Milo?
Forward.
This is a reactionary ability they have.
And I'll try to slash at this one.
Yeah, you take a slash as you cut out into open air. That misses as he dodges aside rather deftly.
That's my go.
You're the one that killed the world, devil! Pinky! You hear them screeching. As you look on, the egos begin to float forward as they hover over the terrain. How do you proceed?
I'll look at the one harrying Milo and Marvinsky, and I will shoot out a ray of frost from my bracelet for an 8, which does not hit, of course. And I will then move. I'll move to the east or west. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'll move there, and that'll end my turn.
Don't worry, your rolls will get better when combat ends.
Yes.
Yeah.
Every time.
As you look on, the lost egos begin to move forward as you hear their ghostly voices. They mutter out,
Finally, ones with strong minds, keen senses. These ones seem different than all the feeble ones or the dead.
as they both swirl forward in a hue of light. They seem to move up the hill, and then they end their goes in the light. As that is their goes. That is the fractured egos. As the hidden creature will remain hidden as it holds an action. Marv, it is your go. This guy comes up. Like, you see him like begin to predict every single one of your movements as he seems to like match every step.
It's so weird. This thing is, I know he's right in front of me, but roll 20, I can barely see him. So I'm just going to shimmer around so I can kind of get an idea. Okay, he is right there.
Yeah,
He's close.
Yeah, you're
so...
in the darkness. You can barely see him.
I know Milo's right here next to me, though, so he will drop the bow, pull up the long fork, and try and stab the one that's right here immediately with us. But in
yeah.
sort of darkness, how does that affect the roll?
You are
I'm not sure.
blinded, so you have disadvantage.
And then,
So
but
double
since we're
disadvantage.
and because we're flanking, do I still get +2 to that? I don't know.
Yes, you do.
Okay, I will go with those odds then. All right, long fork. Here we go. No.
You completely miss as he just like bats it
One.
aside. You've used up his fractured foresight though, so you're no longer.
You've got a
affected by that.
1d4 as well. Not that they'd make a difference.
Right? Yeah. No.
that one, no.
With that, I'm gonna leave the bow on the floor there, and he will bonus action disengage and run back this way because there's
Yes,
a
you
whole bunch
rush
following
back,
behind.
scurrying past him.
I don't know what the
Scud,
fuck these things want, but I don't know if we should even stay here. These things are crazy.
Yeah, as you say that out loud, you see one of them like yell after you. He's like,
We want you to fix the world!
as he screeches, spit all flying. He's like, what the hell does that even mean? Scud, how do you respond?
These creatures, do they look the same? Like, are they all identical, or have they got different faces? Are they different people? Or
They're different people. There's men, women. Some are dwarves, some are human, some are genasi, etc. They just appear. You will see they all have a mark of the world formed on them.
okay,
The opposite of the broken world that you all have.
Scud kind of leans out from behind his rock and he fires a 4-spot with the one that's engaged with Milo. So, 25. Not for 1.
Do you have advantage? Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, that hits as it explodes into it for 1. As you glance him,
So I didn't see where the white ones went, and
you see it peer at you. After it's lambast Milo with spittle and shrieking as it turns to look at you, Scud, as it goes,
Please may you do that again.
My pleasure.
Yeah. In response, it just shrieks and starts swinging at Milo. Anything else, Rusty? As you respond to that?
Well, if you want us to fix your world, don't kill us, because then we can't.
Yeah, one of them in the back goes,
I like it broken. I get to see everything. I get to kill you so many times.
What the fuck are you talking about? And I will just I'll shoot the one that's I'll come back further to the left and I'll shoot the one that's second closest. So I just up on the stairs there. As I go with a firebolt, because
he has...
nothing else I can fucking do.
No, he doesn't have any cover. That hits as you blast him. It
22 for
explodes over his torso as fire begins to smolder on him. Anything else,
That's
Rusty?
it.
Yeah. The fractured soldiers move up as they move further in to here and here. As the two of them here will begin attacking. They will... Yeah, the one here will take out a heavy crossbow and take a shot. And the one here will draw his sword and begin swiping. Both of them will use their fractured foresight to give themselves advantage, as they seem to predict where you guys are going. The one swinging at Milo will go first as he swings down in an arc towards you, Milo, with advantage.
Yep. That's
21 as he shears out at you for 7, lancing it across your side and drawing blood through your armor. And then the one with the bow, the heavy crossbow, will aim at the line of people in front of him. 1 is Pinky, 2 is Scud, and 3 is Rusty. It
Do I
shoots
have
at you,
partial
Scud.
cover?
Yes,
Yay.
all of you do, apart from Rusty. As it takes out its longbow and lets fly, this is with advantage. Yeah, you have half cover, Scud. Misses as it plinks off the rock you're behind as he rolls a 9. Yeah, he just like peers at you for a second, like not really comprehending Scud as he goes, I got him right in the eye! As he completely missed. Milo, what? You don't have to concentrate as one of them stabs you in response.
The other gave the foresight. That's their.
They've all used their foresight.
Does they use it in
They can only use it
action?
once per day. It is a reaction.
Oh, okay. So the other one doesn't attack me.
Yeah, the other one doesn't attack.
Which one?
Sorry, he is going to attack you. Sorry, I forgot that one. 'Cause he's right up against you. He will take a swing at you. This is just normal. 16?
No.
I believe that misses. It scrapes along your shield, spraying sparks. Now it's your go. They don't move.
I block and I'll try to go for the one that hit me. 22 for 14.
That kills him.
To jab my blade in between his ribs. Is there like something connecting, or are they spiritual?
He just goes down in a pile like a normal person. As he clutches his wounds, he goes, "It finally all is one!" He spews up blood.
And then I'll put my... That'll give them advantage. I'll put myself in between them.
Yeah. Pinky, it is your go. As you look over, you see one of them, like, bellowing at Milo. It's just like, "You've broken the passions! You've destroyed everything!"
I really wanted to do Fairy Fire, but I will. I'll target the one behind Milo with a Ray of Frost. Shlink for 10. That does not hit. I
No,
remain useless.
He uses his shield as it freezes up part of it.
And I do want to go farther in, but how high is this little hill thing? The rock?
There's no rock or hill there.
Ceiling.
Okay.
The ceiling, you mean?
No, it just kind of looks like we're up higher than where Marvinsky is. I will.
No,
then-
it's the opposite. Here's higher than here.
Okay. I'll move in behind where Milo is.
Yeah, you maneuver in behind
Actually-
Milo.
I'll move over here. Yep, that's it.
Yeah, as you look on, the ethereal forms begin to come forward as they maneuver in the bright light. As one of them flies over, as both of them fly over the candles, they seem to suck up the energy and expel a bright flash of light as the two of you see the after image of them. So this is against you guys' stealth. Left one, right one. I think both of you see them as they drift into the darkness. They become highlighted. Not to hide. One of them surges up to Milo, and the other one flies around the corner up to Pinky. Milo, they do have shadow weakness on you. On Pinky, they have shadow weakness on you. On Milo, this one's still in dim light, so he's rolling normally. As you see, it reaches a hand towards you, pure light. So this is on you, Milo. 18, as it reaches through your shield at you. As it grasps onto you, you take 10 radiant damage as its touch burns horribly. Roll a d4 as your charisma is reduced by a d4.
Oh.
Yeah, by 2. Yeah, as you feel the it suck away some of your life force as the horrible burning thing scours away some of your being.
We're being raided. Just a second.
Yeah, this is a big old raid.
Hi guys. I'm in the middle of dying.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of killing him. 1 second.
Even less charisma.
Yeah. As it scours away your ego, the other one comes up to you, Pinky, with disadvantage in the gloom. It reaches forward, curling up its hands, trying to press its hand into your body with disadvantage. It rolled a 6 as it misses. Might be time to curl up for Milo. That is the lost egos as they peer at you guys as they go,
I feel it. Such intellect.
steals Milo's astuteness.
Is the second
With that
again?
said, no, it's just in response to what part of your charisma it is stolen. The hidden creature continues to bide its time. Marv, you see that weird ghost thing of light reach forth for poor
By any
poor
chance, do these
Milo as he
creatures
screams in agony.
do they shed any light by any chance? Being that I am no dark visiony person.
The glowing things of light, you can see them. One sec. Let me
Even just
show
like the slightest bit will help me understand what's going on.
you. There you go. They
Well,
would
the
have
one
light
by
beams them.
Milo is still in, or the one by me is still in dim light, so you might be able to see him a little better.
There you
Oh,
go.
but
Should be able to see both of them.
no, it's the same, but it's alright. I'm gonna blunder until I go back to where I know Milo was. And in my okay, perfect, there it is.
There you go.
Oh, that's actually not a really bad lineup. Oh, but Milo's right there. Shit.
Shoot Milo.
For a moment, you see like green flames trickle out of Marvin's mouth as he wants to like just exhale under them. But instead, he
Oh
was
my
going to pull out
God.
his rapier.
Calm down.
No, it's all right. But I'm not going
Milo's
to burn
barely
you two.
standing.
I'll let
from
you
his
live this
burly
time,
move.
Milo. This one fucker's distracted with Pinky, so I'm gonna take advantage of that, and I'm gonna poke him with my little pitchfork rapier.
That stabs into his back as he shrivels up onto.
Wanted to
onto-
hit, hell yeah! So I think that's
Yeah,
12
the
points of
Pinky.
damage.
Yeah, he turns
but-
around and he's like, "That guy sure hits hard."
Yeah, you keep being distracted by that. He's gonna reach down and grab the bow he left behind, and just put that on his back because he forgot it. And bonus action, disengage and walk away again. That's it.
That is Marvinsky. Scud! These insane bastards. You see that thing reach out, plunging a hand to Milo as he screams in agony. He's barely standing by the looks of it as you see sizzling smoke coming off his clothes.
Okay, yeah, I kind of jump out again and we hear me whisper a quick prayer, and then you see like some, again, more moonlight kind of filtered. Scud's eyes flash blue, and it filters out through his hands towards Milo, and I'm going to cast Healing Word on him at level 1.
Oh,
on my
thank
pack
you so
slot.
much.
Milo might live yet.
I got your back, Milo. Sorry about this. For 7.
Ooh.
Ooh. Yeah,
and
it
then
heals
I-
most of the scouring touch.
And then I run back behind these rocks and take cover.
You
Oh,
see
I've got an action. Sorry, I'll fire an action. I'll fire an.
I can do
an
other stuff.
Yeah, I'll fire an angel bolt. This guy, the one in front of Milo. So I can do that because it's.
That
20.
hits as it explodes over it.
That's a better one.
For force damage. Yeah. As it does so, you see parts of the light dissipate as it blows out a chunk of light? Flesh? You're not really sure. It just like lets out a baying noise. It goes. With that said, that is Scud's go as he retreats. Rusty, you see, Milo is not doing so well, but you see Marv stab into one, and a blast from Scud sends her reeling.
Yeah, I'm like the third person now to start preparing an AoE spell, then get pissed off because Milo's fucking walked into the middle of
I
everything.
thought I was going to cast sleep. You never know. But yeah.
I know. Everyone other than Milo's been wanting to do an AoE, but he's right there. Although I have been slightly satisfied with him getting hurt.
Imagine
I'll
calling out what
firebolt.
you're trying to do.
I'll firebolt the weakened one next to Pinky. That's an 8 for 4.
That misses as it flies
yeah.
by.
Well, that's me.
Poor wizards. No bonus actions.
You 8.
The fractured soldiers continue to babble incoherent insanity as one of them looks down at his feet as he like peers at your feet, Milo, and he says,
You rolled snake eyes.
and swings at you as
He's
he
not
drops
wrong.
his longbow.
I do that a lot.
14, it scrapes across as he peers down. He says,
You drew the ace of spades, that trumps snake eyes.
as another one looks over and says, You cheat! I only have jacks! And, like, takes a swing at Pinky. 16, Pinky? As he sends a scraping blow down.
I will attack him.
Dances off. Oh, yeah, you sentinels, you turn around, striking at him. How'd you kill Mr. Jack?
I slap off his arm. Right, and
Yeah.
I'll give him
just
two
see him
snake
peer
eyes.
down at your arm as he says,
Oh, royal flush.
as you kill him.
This game doesn't make any sense.
I don't know any.
dice.
I would make a card joke, but I don't know any fucking card like this.
They're mixing lore.
That is the fractured soldiers go. Milo, how'd you respond? You cut one down, turning around. Whatever those things are, those ghosts of light, that burns.
Free hand shaking, he brings a healing potion to his lips. Oh,
Yeah, and most of it
Damn it.
dribbles down the side of your mouth.
I'm too shaky. Jesus Christ, it's Jason Bourne. What's up with this guy being boosted?
No, he zoom in. He doesn't have a shield because he's.
Oh,
using
he
a
doesn't
longbow.
have a shield. Okay, I'll try to attack him.
Yeah, so his AC isn't as strong.
That
Shears into him as you cut into him. As you do so, he like falls to the ground, prone. As he goes, let me get some of that good stuff. As he tries to lick up the healing potion that fell on the ground. What the fuck is he doing? As he willingly falls prone. As you hit him for 13.
Yeah.
Yeah, blood leaking out from a mortal wound that will probably kill him soon. As he scrabbles around on the ground, he looks up at you and he goes, "How's it going?"
Okay, he's not
These
dead then.
people are pure lunatics.
I feel a bit bad killing them.
Oh, you can stay here and make them your friends. Bye.
Anything else, Milo?
I'd like to move out of the way a bit, so since they all been crying behind me about their AoEs, but I can't really do that.
That's fine.
Okay,
Huh?
I'll just stay.
Pinky, you see Milo dealing with Dogman over there and the weird ghost thing as force bolts hit it. You have your own problems to deal with as the other guy's destroyed with his royal flush as Milo kills him.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to move over here.
Mhm.
Now, do I see the candlestick that is emanating light that is giving, or
It's coming from this table
you know,
here.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, directly in front of you.
Because they seem to be like weak to when they're in darkness.
Yeah, you see one of them like slowly starting to sputter as like his light seems to be fading slowly.
So I see this candlestick. I'm going to cast catapult on the candlestick, hoping it will snuff out the light as I
Shoot
move
it
the
back towards you.
Yeah, and I think I'll target I'll
Light
target
does go
one
out.
of these ones here, maybe
This
in
one?
front of Milo.
This one probably has no modifiers to its dex. Yeah, so you send it kind of flying at the back of it.
Yes,
Go ahead
and I
and
will also
bring it.
use my inspiration to give him disadvantage on this.
Sure. You line it up perfectly so he can't move for your inspiration.
Oof.
It rolls an 11 as it crashes into it. It somewhat passes through it as it is resistant to damage.
Shooting it at me.
To force damage? Okay.
It still hits it though, so it sends it slightly skating off course as it kind of bounces off of it as it lets out an ethereal moan as it goes.
Not very nice.
That's my turn.
Mhm.
As I look very satisfied I did something.
Yeah. This one turns to reach out a hand for you, Pinky, as it leans down. The lights are out now, so both of them have shadow weakness. As both of them have disadvantage. Disadvantage attack on Pinky, then Milo, in that order. Reaching out for Pinky, 9. Thankfully, it's in the dark. It misses. And then the other one reaches for Milo, rolling a 12. It would have crit if it hadn't been in the darkness. It would have rolled 18 if it had a hit.
Oh my god.
For context.
At level 2,
Oh my god.
18 would have downed me
Yes.
immediately.
Yeah. In response to all of this, the table comes to life as
Yes.
it peers at you guys.
All the
Fuck off.
As
What?
the hidden creature goes,
I've had enough of waiting. I want to smash these fuckers.
as it charges forward.
the table was waiting.
Yeah, as it rushes forward as the table begins like
Can't we just
bellowing at
table
you
it for
all.
later?
Oh god.
In response, it tries to smash Pinky's head in to end the puns.
That was
Uh-huh.
Pinky.
20
Yeah, it
hits.
charges
22.
forward up to you, Pinky, slamming into you and sending you
I
reeling.
attack
Oh,
it. I attack it
fuck.
with my sentinel feet.
Try to attack
You try and cut down into it, but you just take out a small chip of it as it deflects
Four-
off, as you aren't expecting a
14?
table to attack.
Was 14 still less?
Oh yeah, 14 hits.
Yeah!
Alright,
Nice.
you rolled, bless. As you take out a bigger chip, one of the planks breaks. As he says,
Please, someone, please get a carpenter.
as you cut into him. For 10.
It's the weirdest combat. Why do I get raided during this combat?
You see the table like turn and bend as it creaks at you as it says,
You know, I used to be a poet.
Like you. But then it became a table.
Marv, what is going on in this place? Pinky was not lying. There are ghosts, and ghosts of people's sanity, too.
I hear table it for later, and I know. I hear table it for later, and I know that means wood. And I know the one thing I can defeat with swords and pokey things and my fire breath is wood. So he's going to turn back around, run up to this fella here, and let out that cyan flame he meant to let out earlier. Do I have to draw out the cone? I'm going to try and hit just this ghost in the table.
You don't have to, just for the viewers. His cone looks
15-foot cone.
this. But yeah, go ahead and roll it there while I get the cone displayed. How you'll probably be doing it.
Ooh.
Would be
No
like
sneak
this
attack
as it
on there.
sprays over both of them.
Yeah, there you go.
The lost ego is resistant to fire, as it is a type of ghost-like being.
Weird.
It needs to make a dex save, nonetheless, though. It saves, as you see it like turn itself like flat against a wall, as it kind of disappears somewhat inside it, as it takes one fire
I think he
damage.
takes one, yeah. 'cause it's
Yeah, he
half
halves
twice.
the damage because he's resistant and then dodges, so he quarters it. The table goes,
Why wasn't I coated in a flame retardant lacquer? Ah!
as it screams and burns. As it gallivants around, it is vulnerable to fire, as it is a table.
It is a table made of wood.
It saves, though, as it
Save.
manages to smash some of the burning boards on it
3
against
and
the
then
wall. So it just
I think-
takes 7.
Yeah, okay, there you go.
Mhm.
And
That is your main action.
main action, bonus action is going to be, of course, the ever so important disengage or run back. Stat.
You run away from the table.
The front end, the ghost, yep.
Scud, this is your go. There's a table now. It is on fire
Yeah.
and screaming.
I briefly think about pushing Rusty into the pond for terrible jokes. But I think Nightingale tells me because that would be mean, so not to do that. And then I quickly jump up and fire a force bolt at the fractured spirit here, this dude.
You have disadvantage as he's
Oh,
prone.
he's
he's
great.
on the ground licking up health potion
Uh,
as he's like,
Oh God, by
Can
the
I- can I-
passions, this dirt tastes amazing.
well, seeing he's a difficult target, can I switch and try and hit this one?
yeah, you switch to hit the ghost-like thing as you send
Yeah.
a bolt firing at it.
Yeah, so it kind of shoots. I've lost it. There it is. 26 for 8.
That hits it as it explodes. It wisps out like someone blowing out a candle.
And I the obligatory, I got your back, Milo! And then I duck down behind the stones, and I'm going to take the hide action with my bonus action.
Yeah, you got his back for sure.
I got your back. He turns around. You're not there.
Thanks. He's gone.
Who said that, Milo? Go ahead and make a stealth roll. Let's see if you beat their passive.
Yeah.
The table is very attentive.
22.
Be careful. But you managed to hide from the attentive table.
Is he hiding
Yeah,
under the
as you are
table?
currently hidden.
If Rusty looks over, I'm there going.
Yeah, in response, Rusty, not sure what's going on. As you peer, the table seems to roil aflame as it looks about, smoldering smoke coming off of it. As it goes,
I wasn't on fire, I was just dancing because it's cool.
I'll take half step back, get a better view of things. I noticed that Marv and Pinky stuck up there, and back here it's just me, Marv, and Scud. So I sort of look at Marv, and I sort of gesture towards Scud. It's like, wordless, but sort of saying, we could just fucking grab him and go. But then I'll look up at the situation, and
1,000 gold reward.
someone's prone, right? The top left?
he's prone on the ground, licking the dirt.
Okay, so that would be disadvantage. I'll just throw a firebolt at the fire weak table.
Mhm.
15 for 1 point.
For 2,
Hopefully
it's
doubles to 2.
vulnerable.
Yeah.
The fire hits it, I think, in an already smoldering spot as it goes.
Good, some water. Thank you, my dwarven compatriot.
You working for them, Rusty?
Well, no, I'm just trying to. Shut up.
Really not trying to hurt or anything.
Come on, gotta turn these tables.
Oh God, stop.
Oh, Jesus.
I keep forgetting.
The
Cast Wizard
fractured
of Fire!
soldier.
Destroy him!
Yeah, the fractured soldier stands up as he peers at Rusty as he says, "My guts may be spilling out, but that was fucking funny." And he pulls up his guts and holds them up and claps them together at you, Rusty. And then he leans forward and tries to slash at Milo as his guts fly everywhere.
Oh my god.
18.
Oh no, he's got guts on me.
Yeah, I think the blood sprays up into your eyes for a second
I
as he
inspired him.
slashes. He grazes you though, thankfully only nicking you with his sword. Yeah. He just looks at you and goes, "I feel great." And then his eyes roll back up and he falls over dead as he smashes his head on the staircase.
Oh.
Milo, it is your
Oh.
go. Okay.
Well, so I'll jab him with my sword for a second, just to make sure, and then I'll
Yeah, you stab him as his body rides slightly.
I'll move a bit farther away, like that, and I'll try to slash at the table.
Mhm.
Oh, hold on. For I think that hit before, so 15, no more.
16.
Or
thanks to
16.
Bless.
Nice.
Yeah, as you send a big chip of table smashing as you aim at the burnt spots, crashing more boards apart.
And
For 9. Any bonus actions
fortunately,
or additional
no.
movement?
I'm empty.
Yeah, Pinky, you see Milo breathing heavy as Nixon cuts all over. The insane babbling finally stops as the ghosts seem a lot quieter than these actual men. The table roils burning as it peers at you as it says,
I need a rider. I need to crush you flat so I can lay you on me. I am a horse.
I will. Ooh, I'm not doing too great.
being rammed by a table hurts, yes?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of there, then.
I will. I'll use my action to disengage, I guess. I am not
Okay,
on a
begin
lot of hit
scurrying
points.
away.
Yeah.
You would have
I
missed
might
your attack anyway.
actually. I think I might actually just move over here, just in behind the echo, so the table can't get me. I'll still.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, it's the echo and the table's turn, right now. So
Yes.
The Echo sees Milo move up there by himself and sees that Pinky doesn't have a proper weapon in his hand and it flies over there. He'll take the opportunity attack.
Well, if I move there, oh yeah, that's right. Never mind.
Yeah, he'll fly up to there and reach out a hand towards you, Milo, trying to press through the shield. Misses though. His hand wisps through you.
Once again?
The faceless silhouette just peers at you as it says,
Come on, you're not using your body.
Thank you, I am.
The table rushes forward as it says, as it's like,
I really like jam. I want to see what's inside.
as he tries to ram you into the wall, Pinky. Yeah, you take a
13.
swing at its back. It only chips out a piece of wood. It doesn't do any big damage to it. As it rams Pinky up against the wall, you all hear the
That'll-
crash.
Probably kill me.
For 9,
Yeah,
as
I'm
you hear
down.
something smash and Pinky topple down dying as it cracks his head open and breaks some of his ribs.
No!
As he's sent smashing to the ground. Yeah, you see the table go
Come on, get up now. Just a flesh wound.
as his body lays broken on the ground.
That's our first downed character of the campaign.
The first down.
Pinky.
And
As he
it
begins
wasn't
dying.
me.
Soon to be first death.
Or me.
I
Sorry,
don't.
Charlie.
I know it's
No, it's
me.
fine.
So, hearing the blood-curdling screams of our clearly our weakest companion, he's gonna have to turn back and come and help him. I knew where he was at 5, 10, 15.
Yeah, you feel out in front of you. He's
His
right
body.
there.
Drag him back.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab a hand on his chest and pull him back as far as I can. I've already moved
Yeah,
15.
half your movement to drag and your
so-
free action.
Yeah, I've got 15. I got cunning
You
action.
can bonus
I'll just-
action. You can bonus
Yeah,
action dash.
a cunning action. So I'll go back to 15 feet I came. Basically, I think that's
You
how far I
drag
can
him
get.
there. This is broken corpse away.
Action.
In your main action.
Find that fucking vial that that Pinky literally just handed me. Uncork it, and I go. I really hope this is an actual healing potion, and I'm gonna.
It's just a potion of poison.
Yeah, because we
Disguised
got
as
this out of
one.
a sketchy tent. So here, I'm gonna roll it because otherwise, I don't think I'm ever gonna get another chance to roll one for a little while. Oh, max!
You aim it accurately as you pour it all into his mouth as his eyes open
Gingerly.
on the ground.
Not Max.
Gingerly, and your
He's got a
long
big mouth, so
Yeah. Take that off my inventory.
Big
and,
luscious lips.
Thank you, my Vince. Wake up, little buddy. Wake up. Wake up. It's okay.
Marking
I'm fanning you.
exhaustion as you awaken blearily on the ground.
And that's it for Marv.
That is it for Marv. Scud! You see the table wreck him, although he's pulled away in the darkness as you see Marv like blindly search and finally grab him and pull him back.
I'll run out from my hiding place in front of Pinky, and start.
Yeah, you have
yelling.
advantage from coming out of hiding.
Oh, okay. Then I will fire a shot. I was gonna dodge, but yeah, I'll get
I wanna
away from
crit.
him. And I will fire a bolt at the table.
gotta take advantage of that shit.
That smashes into it. How'd you blow it to pieces with
Ooh.
that crit for 25?
Crit with.
I just start laughing maniacally because I can't think of anything witty to say about
Yeah,
tables.
he just begins blowing up each of the individual boards, and then the entire table just crashes down as you blast off its front legs.
You're set.
Yeah. Yeah, it just like mumbles to itself as it's like,
Someone fetch a carpenter. Oh.
It's all right, Pinky. I killed it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Rusty, you see Milo may be killed if this thing doesn't get him.
Yeah. So these, I'm trying to think. Like he's resistant to so fucking much, isn't he? That stupid thing.
How dare he be a weird ghost thing?
Exactly.
Very rude.
Right. Necrotic.
I could use my last spell slot on him. 3 magic missile bolts. I don't think it'd be resistant to force damage, would it be?
It was. My catapult did.
Calamity
That was
did
what it
Catapult's not
bludgeoning.
force damage. Catapult is bludgeoning, bro.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, because you're throwing an object.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, screw it. Let's try to hit him with 3 magic missiles. Well,
Yeah,
I
you send a
try to hit him. I will
spray
hit
of
him.
magic missiles firing out as you ripple fired them.
That's a 3 on the damage, so.
I think that's the
9
only
total.
spell you've used so far, as they explode into it for 9.
Correct.
Don't need any other.
I used comprehend languages before. Okay, yeah.
Fucking aimbotter.
Level 2. Level 2. I'm just gonna duck back here. That's it.
Yeah, you return back into the crevice. Milo, that helps. It seems distracted. It blows away its arm,
I hope
turning
it
it
is
into a
distracted.
vague stream of light.
Yeah, I'll try to make use of the opening, but I don't. Oh, okay.
That hits as you cut across it. It seems resistant though, as the blade kind of half sinks
It's
through it,
magical
coming out the
damage.
other end. Oh, it is. Yeah, the
Yeah.
blade is magical. How do you destroy it then?
Yeah, I sort of like slouch my arm because I'm like so wounded, and I grab it and I try to haul ass. It's focused on Rusty for a second, slicing it in two. Like, and then
As the wisps of energy burn away,
It's like,
that ends combat.
So he drops to his knees for a second. The fuck was that? Ugh. My head hurts. Like 20 students just came in running after I had a night out with the faculty. Ugh. Jesus.
I have never experienced pain quite like this.
Yeah, Milo says that and quick pen over to Mav. Oh, is your head hurt? It's all right. I'm here for you, buddy. You're not gonna die.
It's okay, everyone. I'm fine.
Yeah, I didn't get touched. I'm good.
Splendidly done, Scud. Splendidly done.
I look around. What does this room look like? Sorry.
Looks much like the image. You see several braziers lit. The flames are probably magic as they flicker. Some of them gold, some of them orange, some of them more of a bluish white tinge as you see them continuing to burn. As you peer around, you see sleeping bags laying all over the place. Several sets of tables and chairs, well appointed. Food and other things lie about. An interesting item is on the table to the northwest. You see a mask of what looks like a tiger or a lion as you proceed forward up to it.
Grab it and look at it, inspecting it.
Yeah, inspecting it. It seems odd. You don't see any marks on it or anything as you look it up and down.
Sort of like hold it up to my face and like look through it like that.
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check as like try and feel for anything.
Ooh.
Yeah, you feel this
natural
strange.
20.
You feel this strange. Yeah, you feel this strange connection to it, almost magical, one might say.
I feel a strange connection to this mask. I'll
Can I take a closer look at these bodies of these weird, strange, whatever, fractured echo people, whatever you called them? Where, like, do they have anything of interest on them? Like, is there more of that symbol that we've seen about the world?
Yes, but as we see you look down at it, we will take our last and long break here. Okay, we return with 40 minutes remaining as the party begins to search the corpses. Keep in mind we're in dungeon movement, so move around at your own peril. As we see you peering around, Milo takes the strange mask, as it's definitely magical.
If I don it, do I become green and funny?
You do not become Jim Carrey as you hold the mask up to your face. As you turn back, the rest of you scouring over the remains of these guys, they have 3 longbows and 4 long swords, along with 23 gold total on a quick search. They have this many arrows.
I desperately need one of those longbows, by the way.
They have 31 arrows. Yeah, you take a longbow. And looking on them, they all have symbols of the world formed, like the symbol on the like hand scanning magic door opening gem. As you peer at their corpses, they seem strange. Most of them appear to be human. All the ones in this group appear to be male. You see a dwarf, 2 humans, and a fire genasi, you think, or maybe a tiefling. It's hard to tell which, with their mutilated form. Their bodies and features appear to be somewhat disorientated, like someone got drunk and drew what these people look like. Although they were an artist with some skill beforehand, maybe. But their features seem different. Smiles too wide, one eye bigger than the other, one looking in the opposite direction. Their facial features seem different.
The Picasso.
I'm gonna take one of the symbols and just like pocket it for later examination.
What? So what does the rest of this room look like? It's pretty big.
It's a pretty big room. As you peer around, it looks like a semi-completed like living space. Although in the place where you'd expect chairs and like sofas and the like, you see several sets of tables, clearly sleeping areas for about a dozen people, like makeshift sleeping areas. As you see like barrels and equipment lying all over the place.
Can I tell if anyone slept in it fairly recently, or is it all dusty and cobwebby?
Yes, multiple of them have been slept in. You see half-eaten food all over the place. Several of the figures on the ground are emaciated, while others look like they put on fat recently.
This place is really weird. I don't like it.
There's something about it, though. And I sort of peers at the mask. It feels familiar, doesn't it? It sort of looks between Scud and Pinky, since they also carry the mark.
Do I feel like I've been here? Well, I have been here before, but not.
It's vaguely familiar. You've also been here a little bit. You peer down some of the halls.
I'm gonna sit down and just start ritually casting detect magic while they look over everything physically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, that carries on. What's Marv and Pinky doing?
Pinky will scoot over towards Milo. What's this mask you've found?
As you walk into here, you see two figures just talking in here. You see a woman with holding up a magical flame in front of her. As she like peers on, her eyes appear to glow. On the couch, you see a man lounging and like what appears to be like holding a imaginary cup of tea in front of him. And like the woman peers at him and she goes, "Would you like some more tea?" "I wouldn't mind." As you see, the entire side of his face is charred. As the woman walks forward, she holds the flame up to his face. As he goes, "Ah! More, please. Ah! Thank you." As he takes a drink of it. "You're welcome. So polite. Oh!" She turns around. "Would you like any more tea?" Roll initiative.
I don't think I want any tea.
I was gonna go into what Marv was doing, and then I hear screaming.
Over, you see a crate begin to rock back and forth as it looks at you all. As it goes, it looks over at you guys. It goes, "You guys better run! They're insane!" As you see him like rock around, you see a symbol like burned into the side of the crate of the world broken.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Crate.
Yeah, the crate doesn't come any further towards you. Everyone roll initiative.
Scud, why? Just saying how we should probably get a short rest or something before we fight to anything else.
So
the
the mage rolls a 21, Marv rolls a 19, Rusty rolls a 19, Scud an 18, Milo an 18, the Fractured Soldier an 18, and Pinky a 13. Very high rolls for this fight. As
what about the box?
What about the men?
Not about the barrel, but the box.
I'll roll his initiative, but he isn't doing anything.
Crate.
Oh, okay. Oh, crate. Shut up.
The crate rolls.
Damn, a 19. Shit.
Mm-hmm. There we go. Let me turn this down slightly. Okay, the mage acts first as she gestures for some lovely tea for Scud to have. In response to this, she shoots a hand out as she says, "Would you like some milk with this?" As you see a whip, an arc of magic fly through the air as she casts Tasha's mind whip at you. How does Scud like the tea? Can you make me an intelligence saving throw?
You better fucking make the roll.
Use your inspiration if you have it.
I don't seem to have any, but we'll go for it anyway. I'm gonna oh, I don't think it's gonna be enough. I'm gonna use favored by the gods to give me a 2d4 bonus to my save, but I don't know that it's gonna be enough.
No. It's unfortunate. As it whips into you, we see probably Scud scream in agony. Your blood vessels in your eye pop and blood rolls down from your ears as you feel discombobulated. As you can only take one action, a move, an action, or a bonus action.
Okay. What's the damage? 3d6.
Mister,
took
I'm
13
fine. I
psychic.
haven't been hit yet.
Yeah. 13 psychic damage. Yeah, the crate continues to mutter at you. He says, "They're fucking crazy! Run!" That is the fractured mage. She'll step forward and like move up to you, Scud. And she like holds her hand out and she says, "Give her some more sugar."
Powdered sugar!
Marv, you all hear a fevered cry coming from Scud's direction from the west.
Rusty's doing his little prepared spell, but he hears the beginning of Marv's prayer where he's like, "There are so many ways to die. Oh, what the fuck's going on?" And he's like, he realizes someone's dying in another room. Run out into the middle of the hallway here. Quick scan round. I think that's where the dead people are coming from, because he was in the hallway, so he just kind of has to figure out where the fuck everything is. So it's 20 feet of movement, 10 more. Still can't see shite. If I go down here, I won't be able to see the doorway that he's
Not if
looking
you're
at,
not if you're directly there.
Yeah, all right, I'll risk it. So he'll cunning action come up to here.
Yeah, so rush up around the corner, you see a woman's arm reaching out towards Scud.
I mean, I've got like a couple spare arrows, so he'll just take a regular arrow out and just try and take a pot shot at her wrist or her hand or whatever
She
to
has
like
full
try and
cover.
knock her off it. It is full cover.
A magic arrow, I don't know.
That's +5 to their AC, right?
No, full
Not like
cover
I-
is you can't even attack
Can't
her.
even see him. Got it. All right.
You just see like her fingers. It's not enough to even do much damage to her. even
Yeah,
if you,
right.
Like you'd only do 1 damage.
Oh shit! But I see cultist dudes to the north.
Yeah, as you look over, we pan to
What?
their perspective, 100 feet down the way. As we see one of them like peer over as he says, "Did you get your sword sharpened?" In the background, we hear like Scud howl, and the other one just like looks at Scud as it goes, "Yeah, weather's nice." And then he turns back towards the other guy as he says, "Why are those cats shrieking?" And they both look back at each other and ignore you guys.
So even though I sprinted here, at this moment, Mav is like, "Oh shit!" and he tries to be quiet. Even though
They do
can
not join the
clearly-
combat as they continue in their conversation.
Because I've got an action.
See one of them put his hands up to his face and begin crying. The other one slaps his knee and begins laughing.
I think he's just gonna stand there in action. Oh, I don't want to die. Take that arrow he was gonna shoot, and just maybe if one of those dudes start running at him, he'll shoot.
Yeah,
one
he'll
of
hold an
them.
action to shoot any new combatants.
And if not them, if that lady runs out, I don't know if I can split it, but either one of those two things happens that he would want to just start a shot at.
Yeah, Rusty, you see Scud having trouble. Marv turns to the north as he sees something else, as he braces to another shot.
There's like
So
six of them.
Rusty has come,
Oh, three
sat
of
down at this table, opened up his book, about to start detect magic ritual, and then he hears the noise. What is the book?
Yeah,
Fucking-
Scud, mark an inspiration for your curiousness getting you into trouble.
Could have used that.
Milo,
That's why I gave it to you
Pinky.
afterwards.
What?
We got some Scott's in trouble, I think.
Again?
Not that I want to save him, but oh no, I'm not yelling. Never mind.
I'll
the
head this
mask.
way. I'm 25 feet.
Save me, Rusty, or I can't pay you back. Oh.
Right. Wait, where was I? 5, 10, 15, 20. You're 5 foot too far away for me to do my thing, I think. Shit, I don't know. I will adjust density on Marvinsky and
Oh, that's
halve
what
your
was on Milo.
halve your weight. So now your speed is increased by 10 foot per round,
Ooh.
or 10 foot of movement. And
So
you
is
can
that
jump
like per
twice as far.
dash as well? Like if I do a dash, I get 40.
Yeah, your base movement is now
Nice.
40 essentially.
But-
Yeah, as you shift it around.
Concentrate on you. Yeah.
That is your action. Any bonus actions?
You know I don't.
Okay, yeah, that's wizards. The crate continues. As he says,
Now will be a really bad time for you to die. Get out of here!
that is his go as he very slowly scrapes himself across the floor. He doesn't seem to have the dexterity that the table had, as he doesn't have legs. Scud, it is your go. What the hell just hit you? Discombobulated, you reel back. The woman holds out a hand. She's like, sugar, as you see more magic begin to pour out of her fingertips.
I'll hold up my walking stick and start waving it around in her face. I don't like tea. Get tea away, and I'll take the dodge action. That's what
Close
I
the
do.
door!
There is no door.
Fuck!
Yeah, so Scud begins dodging.
Yeah.
That is Scud's go. Milo, you see Scud, like, somewhat discombobulated, begin dodging as best as he can.
It's good. And I'll don the mask, hoping that it might protect my head a bit more. Can I don the mask?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don the mask. It doesn't feel like anything different happens.
Okay. I'll move like this, getting close to Marvinsky.
He kind of looks like a luchador, somewhat, as he rushes up that way, skirting along the wall.
It doesn't matter who we are. Is it a bait mask?
No.
I literally don't have anything, so yeah. I'll stand there standingly.
Yeah. The soldier stands up from the couch as he's like, I think he's refusing your tea. How ingracious of him! As he swings a sword and an uppercut. He doesn't have his shield equipped, so he just pulls his long sword free and swishes it up at Scud. 14, Scud?
Miss.
Yeah, as he misses, he narrowly skates by, cutting part of your hood.
I don't know if that's good enough for my reaction or my held
Yeah,
action.
it is, as you let fly one. He has 3/4 cover.
It's hard to
a
hit,
hard
but
shot.
hopefully...
But
it's a
shoot him
net.
right across the side of the head as it goes right through one of his cheeks. There's a bunch of teeth spray out. He goes.
Arrow does shit all, it's 2, but the sneak attack is total of 13.
Is it with
which
a
is-
walloping arrow? I couldn't remember.
This was a regular one, as I wasn't going to risk a hard shot with
Yeah,
the
he's
walloping.
barely standing as he spits out teeth and like stumbles back, blood spraying everywhere. Pinky.
Oh, I think I got him.
Trying to follow behind Marvinsky's nat 20. Probably not going to happen, but I'm going to move a little bit more to the west to get a better angle. And yeah, I'll target the one just close to Scud. That is at 40 feet away.
Yeah.
That should be good for a Ray of Frost.
Yeah, he looks at Marv.
Oh,
Yeah,
natural
again, you
20.
hit him with another crit. I think he leans his head out as he's like, I love the taste. As he leans out for more, as you smash him right in his head freezes solid and just explodes on the ground as
Now the
blood
mage-
just pours out of the stump.
Now the mage hit rolls on that 20
Would have been
in a row.
a
Come on.
1 to a 7.
Yeah, he rolled a nat 20 for 7.
7 points.
Any bonus actions, Pinky?
No.
The fractured mage responds. And she is going. What is she gonna do? Yeah, she's gonna step forward as she's like, You're all looking a mite warm. Let me cool you down. And she throws out her hands and casts burning hands on you. As she fries you all.
I think it's going to hit me.
I don't think
I know that cone.
Oh, she rolled so high.
Oh no. She rolled a
Good thing.
13 for fire damage.
She rolled a 19.
19. Oh shit,
Yeah.
higher level cast. No.
She cast it at second level.
Alright, next
Okay.
save. 24. I save.
Milo, it won't hit you.
Oh my god, thank you, God.
Yeah. Scud, yeah,
Even if I
don't
make
think
the
you can
save,
use-
I'm down,
yeah.
so I'm down.
Yeah,
Oh, Lord.
sprays fire. You see Scud screech in pain as he gets burning.
Oh no.
Down to 9.
Yeah,
So
you
it goes
save,
down.
and you take
down to
quarter
9.
damage.
Yeah, so 4
19
or
to
5?
9 for 4 damage.
Oh.
Yeah, I think you pull up your cloak and roll away from it, Marv. Any bits that do get on you, your scales manage to protect you.
He just inhales a portion of it as well.
Nice.
Yeah. She just like looks down at Scud as she like looks down at him and she says,
You look so warm. Now he's cold. He's such a peaceful little baby.
Marv, Scud is burning, groaning on the ground from horrible 3rd-degree burns.
That's my bounty. Drops the longbow, pulls out the rapier. I'm gonna get. So that
I
is
like
10,
babies
15.
too.
I'm gonna attempt, if I can, to jump on and then off this table.
So you're not really standing on it, you're just...
Yeah,
just,
trying to
like,
get up
hopping
and over it.
Yeah, it's just
to the other
rough
side of
terrain
it.
that you're not doing anything special. As you
Alright.
slide over to the other side of the table, knocking sheets aside. You see a teapot like slam into the ground that's on it. It does not shatter though, it should have from the force.
I'm gonna double measure my movement real quick. So I might. Nope, that's 30. All right. He's gonna shout out, Milo, you coming in here?
Trying.
And he will hold his action for when Milo gets within 5 feet of the weird wizard magic-y girl.
Rusty. That insane woman lights Scud on fire as he burns on the ground. But he also hits Marv.
Yeah. If someone's unconscious, dragging them or grabbing onto them to drag them, that doesn't require a.
No, because they're unwilling.
Unwilling. It's unwilling.
Oh,
so
it's just a free. You need your free action and a free hand,
So I'm
and
trying
it's
to
half your movement to drag them away.
Yes,
but they
if
won't
I-
proc an opportunity. You're good.
No, because they're unwilling when they're
Yeah.
unconscious.
Okay, so I'm gonna swap the adjust density to myself, so I've got the extra 10 feet of movement.
Oh shit! Wait, yeah, I had extra movement from that. I totally forgot. So I'm gonna make that
And-
extra little shift north. Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
totally forgot. Yeah.
Okay, so
So I
I'll
wanted to
move
get
here. So now my movement's. Oh wait, no, because it's halved when you move someone, isn't it? Damn it, that doesn't work out. I'll give that adjust density to Milo, so he can get where the fuck he wants to go faster.
So
And I'll
Marv
just-
loses it.
Marv
Yeah, I
loses
lost it.
give
I
to
already took it
Milo.
off because he said he's gonna move
Give
it
to
over.
Milo, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna start working my way up.
Yeah. That is Rusty's go, I believe.
Just there.
The crate goes, quick, while she's distracted, attack her! Scud groans on the ground. Can you whisper me a death save, Scud? As we see
can.
Scud begins dying from his wounds. As you see him start to go still after he's twitching and smoldering. Milo, in response, how do you respond? You're not sure what's the state of Scud is.
That's.
It's not a nice way to go.
I'll move in here. See the situation. Oh.
Your held action goes off, Marv, as he comes within 5 feet as you stab out at her.
Hell yeah. Rapier.
The hell's Marv?
Yeah, unfortunately, it's not a.
He's behind
Not
her,
like-
to the west.
Oh.
Yeah. Not flanking, but still rapier. Ooh, no.
That misses as she leans aside.
That's alright. Tried.
I'll move in here, making sure I'm between Scud and I'll try to slash at her with a +2.
Now you're flanking.
Hey, that's an 11 for damage. It's sorry, it's a 20. No, not 20. It's just 18.
Yeah, it shears into her. She screams in pain for 11.
That's my go.
Piggy, looking across the way, you see them battling the woman as they cut and stab into her. You can barely see them. As you look over, you see Scud like roiling on the ground.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'll move south a little bit to get a better vantage point on her. And yeah, I'll point my bracelet at her and fire off another ray of frost. 19.
That hits as it explodes across one of her hands. It's
2
outstretched
cold
for 2.
damage.
And your bonus action?
I don't have anything, so.
Cheerio.
Yeah, the fractured mage. Yeah, she is going to. Just seeing this. She is going to see the rest of you guys coming, and you see her throw up her hand as she looks at Marv as he is next, and a spray of dazzling color shoots out in your direction, Marv, for 60-10. If she rolls above your hit points, you are blinded.
Oh, okay, I was like, no way.
37 is spray of colors hits you right in the face. As you're staggering.
Does it proc?
No.
Not an attack.
It is not an attack.
Oh.
I'm
She
fighting
just
like this
sprays
now,
light.
guys.
Doesn't do him any damage. Yeah, you just see
like this.
Marv stagger back as almost like paint splotches and a rainbow of colors shoots in his face.
I think his
Dazzling.
his green eyes turn like rainbow disco constantly
Yeah,
now.
you're blinded until your next go. She'll use that opportunity to move away to here, the other side. That is her go. As Marv, you can't see a damn thing as colors and hues like a flashbang flash in it, disorientating colors, as you're currently blinded till the end of this go.
And clearly he thinks she's still right in front of him, so he's gonna lunge and try and strike at her where he last saw her.
Well,
Clearly
you
missing
realized
with
it.
a 10.
Well, that's not how blind works. You know that she's not beside you.
But that's how
Blind
it is
is
for
not-
Marv. But he would.
Okay.
That's how Marv would think of it. He's gonna be
Yeah.
thinking like, I'm gonna get it. Ah.
Okay, slashes out, missing as you
Yeah.
hear her move away.
Bonus
Any
action,
movement,
offhand
Marv?
hit. Nah, he's supposed to be right here, and then when he regains his vision, he'll figure out what he's gonna do.
Rusty, you hear shuffling, Marv is cursing in annoyance as he is blinded.
Yep. I will run forward 15 feet, grab onto Scud, pull back an extra 5 feet with him.
Yeah.
And I will stabilize him with one use of my healer's kit.
Nice. As you apply bandages as best as you can.
Not
To his
wasting a healing
burns.
potion.
He is stabilized. No longer dying. That is Rusty's go.
Bandage him
The
up.
crate continues to yell,
No, no, no! Over there, you stupid dragonborn! Can't you hear her?
Scud is no longer dying. Milo, you may be dying if you don't get
Nice,
the
huh?
stupid mage off of you. As she peers at you all, as she says, "You're such welcoming guests."
I don't have much to do. You're quite crazy. Slash. Oh.
That hits as you cut across her for
Yeah.
7. His blood leeches out of her. She's not looking well.
You okay, Mavinsky? She's here.
All I'm getting at it, don't you worry.
Pinky! You hear confused noises within from Marv and Milo.
I can't do much, but what I will do is I'll point towards where I saw her go, and I'll cast message as a tiny little automaton fly comes and perches itself on her shoulder and just whispers in her ear,
There's more tea out in the open, and these people are not at all a threat to you. Simply walk away out and come get your tea.
as I'm trying to bait her to get the other people
exit the
like
room.
attacks
roll,
of
roll,
opportunity.
roll a persuasion roll against her wisdom.
I
She rolls
have
an 11.
disadvantage.
Yeah, you're
persuasion
kind of
persuasion.
like a bit flustered.
No,
No,
that was
2. You rolled a 2.
No!
Yeah.
With my movement though, I will.
Yeah, she just says, she just looks over and she says,
I
The
hate
baby wants more tea and you do too. I'll give it to you both.
You made it
I'll
worse.
move over here. That's my turn.
uh-huh. Yeah,
Damn
the
exhaustion.
fractured mage will peer and yeah, she she will throw out a hand and cast acid splash And she says, tea! And sprays it on Milo and one onto Scud. Yeah, as it dances, splashing from Milo onto Scud.
I automatically fail a dex save because.
Yeah, you see, it slammed right on his wounds again as he begins burning again, Rusty.
I just bandage him up. Okay, good. And then I just hear, shh.
As you see Rusty begins screaming unconsciously. He's dying again! Marv! Damn it! What the hell?
Oh no.
Yeah, Marv, you finally
And
shake off your blindness from the
the
stupid
end of it.
colors.
Oh Jesus! Oh God! What? Oh, I thought she was right here.
Passions.
Goodness. You need to stop running away from me. So jump back over the table, run around over to the backside of her.
+2 for flanking.
Good, Milo, he's still here. All right, let's go. Rapier with +2, and I will get cheap shot if it hits. 12.
12 misses as she hops aside.
Ah, damn you. I do have an offhand, and I really need to hit it with this, so I will use my inspiration.
Yeah,
Inspired.
slicing at her again with +2 on inspiration.
21 to hit.
He rolls 21 for 6 as he stabs into her. And she, like, turns, dagger, like, halfway planted in her. And she says,
You want some too?
Oh, I really wanted to shut you up. And that's it.
You want to hear my stories? I'm so good with them.
Oh, wait, reverse.
Rusty, he's fucking dying again. As you look down, sizzling and smoldering.
So Rusty's voice. That is exactly what Rusty thinks.
Fucking not again. Alright. I'll look over to the ledge. How far down is that drop?
That's a
Throw me
20-foot
off of
drop.
there.
I mean, you'd be safe down there. 20 foot, you said.
Yeah, 20-foot, 2d6 bludgeoning from the fall.
Kill
If
him.
you drag him here, it's a 10-foot drop, and here it's a 5-foot drop.
Don't kill.
I was gonna kill him. I was gonna fix him up, and then anyway, I'll just drag him further back, away from the thing. Let's just go 10 foot this way. That's causing 20 feet of movement.
Yeah. And your main action.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide if I potion him at this point, but no, I'm
He can't bring himself to you. Will you use
can't
a
bring-
potion? He's not there yet.
See, the people inside the room might actually like.
And I like
need it more,
them.
so. Well, I know now he's hopefully safe. So healer's kit one more time, and then I'm gonna start heading my way back into the room.
Yeah, you hear the crate go, I used to be a skilled healer. I don't have hands though. That is the crate. As he slowly edges forward.
Thanks, whoever that is. I haven't seen you yet, so
Is he just
Scud
shoving
Melt
inside?
let's hear a voice. Like,
Milo, there's a crate talking. But you have time.
Are you a friend? Ah, shit, no. I'll focus on the one in front of me and I'll try to
Just
stab
focus on her.
her. 7.
That hits. How do you kill her?
As
can the box at least give bardic inspiration?
Marvinsky
He was
like,
not a bard. He was not a bard.
Marvinsky like stabs with his offhand. As she's like distracted, I'll push my blade through the back of her skull, sort of out of her mouth, and I'll take it back. And like, are you okay, Marvinsky? Is that box talking? Wait.
Oh God!
Scud?
You're holding her up with the. Put her down. Put her down. Jesus.
Oh, sorry. It's just sort of like puts his foot behind the blade. It's quite stuck. Can you...
Yeah, that box is talking, isn't it? Let's get out of here for a second. Though I don't want to get the guys to our north coming down here.
Wait,
Sorry, box. Bye.
I think it said it was a healer.
Wait, wasn't there one more guy? I heard another voice. What's going on?
No, I knew healing in my past life before I was a box.
Just tell me why.
Oh, that's a box. Oh, hi, box.
This box is Hugh Frenzel. You can at least address me by a name other than Box. I was the most skilled swordsman in the Dragon Empire, and now I'm reduced to a fucking crate.
Why?
I don't know.
This is a very peculiar thing to see.
You think it is peculiar? I have had to hang out here with these lunatics for the past 2 months.
And you are friendly to us?
Wait,
Of
Scud.
course I'm friendly.
Okay.
You are the 100, I can tell.
We are the what?
Scud on the floor. I'm gonna drag his body in.
Why are you
on
so
top of the box.
confused? You are in different shells, like me. I was put in the guardsman, but their fractured mind, he switched. He could not comprehend being a person anymore and reverted into a crate.
Oh, that really sucks.
Can I look inside of him?
Inside?
I was thinking the same thing. I want to know what's inside that box. Yeah.
Are you
Give away from me.
Are you doing an inside check?
Oh, stop it!
As you look
Oh, that
over,
was very
Arf, when
creative.
you swept the table, you knocked the teapot off that did not shatter. It should have by all rights from the force.
I only noticed this as I'm dragging Scud's body in and putting it on the table. That I see the teapot on the floor. I'm like, man,
You lay Scud out on the table.
I realized I knocked that off then and picked the teapot up and just shove it into Rusty's hands while I look at Scud.
Oh shit!
It's good dead.
Yeah, that's what I'm checking too. Is there a pulse on this little goblin boy?
I fixed him up. He's fine. I fixed him
All
up.
right. I just heard him fall and I ran over him rather than.
Why are all
helping
of
him.
you acting insane? You all have 100 within you. You have the mark, no? And like the box slightly tilts towards Pinky, whose mark is out.
Oh God! Somebody perhaps barricade the door, and I think we're in for a long chat with this box.
Okay, I'll try to move. I'll ask
A
the.
sentence that's never been said before.
I'll ask this bench if it's also animated. Like, can I move you?
No,
Oh,
only
this-
the table outside, and he is
Oh.
fucking crazy.
I thought you meant that it was also okay. I'll move the bench in front of the door.
Yeah, you
bench with
scrape it in front, barricading the room with as much stuff as you can.
Now we have clearly many questions for you. Quite strange talking to an. Well, I suppose you're an animated object now. Yes. Start from the beginning. What are the 100, and what the hell is going on with these marks?
I cannot remember much about what happened. I cannot remember much at all, in fact. My memories are fragmented. I cannot understand how none of you can remember. You are them, no? You have the mark.
Well, we have marks, but what are these marks? Who are the 100?
It's me. This used to be the mark of the 100, an assembly to save us, I think. That's what I hear Lucia doing when I have been able to talk with her, but she is stuck in the cage with them down there.
Oh, can we help her? Does that help you?
Letting her out of the cage, but she is well done, so to say.
Is she a steak?
She may as well be. By the passions, she is not looking well, so to say.
How are you talking exactly?
I don't know. Reality has shifted. The fellow whose body I inhabit, like the ones you do, he was insane. It was easy for me to take control once he thought he was a crate in some other reality. He shifted. The area is weak. The lines between reality shift and flow. Some of their bodies distort and they turn into unnatural things. When he turned into a crate, I think his mind became gone, and I became him. I took over fully and slowly wrested control. There is no more of him now. I destroyed his mind.
And what's your name? Just whoever you were.
I
before
am
you were a
Hugh
boss.
Frenzel of the Seven Blades.
Hugh
Is this a name that
Frenzel?
would ring a bell
Yeah.
to any of us?
The
Yes,
6 sides.
he is a famed goblin swordsman, one of the most dangerous swordsmen in the West.
You know who's been in this area, just so we can continue talking with a little bit more comfort. Is there anything behind this door behind you?
That
I
leads
don't know
to
what
the opening
orientation you are.
chamber, I think. I do not have hands, so I cannot open doors no more.
Okay, well, just figured you may have seen people come in and out.
Maybe
I don't
take a
know. I
listen.
just kind of nervous about the ones that are north of us. I want to talk to this box. I want to hear all the ramblings he has to say. Believe you
I
me.
do not ramble.
I'll make the judge of that, and I'll check the door.
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe
If a crate could roll its eyes, you think it is.
the blank shift. Maybe
Just like grates on the ground slightly.
Rusty, could you maybe have a look with Sheila to see if we're okay here? I worry about Scud. He is breathing still, but maybe we should have a second and rest up as we talk to Hans.
Do you not trust in my medical capabilities?
I do. That's why I said that I don't trust in how much magic the woman spent on Scud.
You bandage like a passion of the dance, so shaky. I could bandage better, and I'm a crepe.
Oh,
But he will live.
Still, I feel a lot better.
I could give you
safer.
advice, but I can't do anything.
Well, as I see it, we have two options. We can either try and rest here, or we can take the box with us back up top and perhaps have a rest there. We have quite a bit to talk about.
Meaning.
Back to town, people can...
No, up top, like in where the troglodytes were.
Oh, yes.
Rusty looks like he's already made this place home. I don't mind hanging out here for a minute.
Nor do I.
Just as long as none of those freaks up north come running towards us.
Do they come here often?
Are they playing patty cake or whatever up there? What are they doing?
Let them to stick to themselves. You may have noticed they do not really react unless you stimulate them. They think I'm a box. Sometimes they can see me or talk with inanimate things. I'm not sure if they know, but none of them have tried to attack me so far.
So
let's at the very least take an hour, catch our breath, and then maybe Scud will awaken after that as well.
That would be good.
Did you guys do anything with the mask or the teapot?
I'm wearing it.
Yeah, I was gonna get to the teapot in a sec. Yeah,
I think I know what the teapot is, but I won't spoil it.
I have a theory, but yeah.
A game theory.
I know too.
If it looks like we are about to settle down here, I will take a further look at the teapot.
Yeah,
just for the arcana and stuff.
Yeah, go ahead and make an arcana roll. You might know what this is without any magic.
That's a natural one.
No, you're pretty exhausted and haggard. You don't have time to contemplate a
I didn't study teapot magic when I went to college. I don't know. Pinky, you like trinkets and making non-magical things magical. Do you want to have a look?
I could try. I'll like half-assedly peer at it as they have disadvantage. Oh, 21 and 24.
Yeah, you make things like this as it is an alchemical teapot.
Yes.
Oh.
You can pour out... Per day, you can choose one of these liquids. Boiling tea, lemonade, cream, oil, milk, water fresh, coconut milk, or poison to be poured out of the pot.
Oh, how wonderful.
Another great thing I could use.
To the
I actually found one of these. Actually found one of these in my land of treasures once.
Of course they are here. We would not have mere baubles. The 100 were gathered here. We would have fine decorations and things only befitting the champions of the world.
Do you remember any of the names of these other 100, or is it
not a clue? It is quite confounding.
So that's just like a culmination of people, and you just call themselves the 100.
Indeed. My memory has been hazy. Lucia's too. We think it is an effect of it. It would make sense as none of you seem to remember me either, apart from my past goings.
I've heard of you, but in writing and in stories, but not personally.
We should have met personally, not but 2 months ago, probably.
What are you talking about? He sort of like looks confused.
You are here. Maybe you are part him. You are his flesh vehicle. I am. How to say? Shit, this fucking tongue is so hard to say. See, I'm like, pause for a second, and like he switches to another language. Do any of you speak Revakal?
What the
No.
fuck is that?
That is the language of the West, the Sea Peoples, and the Synod Consortium.
No.
Yeah.
I
No,
come
none of
from
none of
there.
you. Yeah. No, in your area though, they didn't really speak it, so to say.
Is he casting a spell, Rusty? I don't know what he's saying.
Yeah, he's just speaking that I if you give me 10 minutes, I can understand what you're trying to say.
It doesn't matter. Yeah. It's a hard concept to explain. Lucia she speaks your language better. But
Do you mean like a vessel?
yes, you are like the vessel, the water within. You, Frenzel, the water within this crate exterior. It's hard to say. These words.
I'm sorry, but I think I would know if I was being vesselized by something. I mean, most of us have heard the stories of possession and ghosts and whatnot.
Your 100 are weak little nannies. That is why they do not have balls, cojones. They cannot will themselves to press out the invader.
Oh. Well, if what you're saying is true, then good. I'd rather keep.
You
my
all
men
have the
there.
mark, and you see the crate swivel around as like like someone has stamped it on the crate. You see the mark of the broken world on it on the right side of the crate.
You're mistaken. Only Pinky, me, and this boy have the mark. She sort of pats on Scud's foot.
In that moment, I would look over at Rusty, and
You see the
I
crate
don't know
totter
if I
back
would
and
seen
forth.
it, but
You see Rusty just like
just see what he's doing.
is looking deep in thought and a little bit worried.
Rusty?
Hmm? Oh,
Nice. Right?
Sorry?
Teapot?
Oh, the tea. What about the teapot?
No.
Do you want it?
Are you marked, Rusty?
He slowly undoes his bracer and shows he's got the mark.
Lucia was correct. We are all being drawn together by the passions. It seems that there are more things at play than we can see.
Sort of turns to Marvinsky as well. You too, Marvinsky?
Oh, I would never be so weak as to be is subconsciously, or it seemed like he's not even noticing it. I wouldn't be so weak as to be controlled by another put.
You see him pull down his sleeve.
And he kind
Marv
of
doesn't seem to notice.
kind of freezes for a second, and then quickly takes his other hand, pulls his hand down. All right,
seems
fine,
the one in
fine, I
him
have
is-
one. Yes.
Seems the one in him is rebelling.
I walk up to the box. How long ago did you take this form? This vessel?
I was in his body. I was subconscious like your ones for 2 or 3 weeks. Then the Goliath oaf who I was inhabiting came to believe he was a crate in an alternate universe. He was a tree. I don't know where this came from, but when he turned into it, his mind subsided and I was able to press forth.
Is he still in there?
No, I think he died, gone, absorbed. I'm not sure how to say. I am the only one here. Lucia seems to be the only one in her body too, but you'll see. She has peculiar conditions. You need to go to... You need to get to the chamber of the crisis. You need to remend things. In this area, reality is shifting. Maybe I will turn back. At least back to the form of the old host.
What was that? What was his angel's name? Maybe this box remembers.
Nightingale.
Nightingale.
Do you know a nightingale box thing? Person?
Nightingale? Sounds familiar. I should know more of these names. As I said, everyone is having trouble remembering. Not just me. Lucia, she is smart cookie. Lot smarter. smartness was cookie, she would be a kilometer wide. But even she not remember.
What I would suggest is that we just hunker down, have a rest, perhaps a long one, as I really need it. Evidently, this base has more secrets to tell us.
Yes.
Of course, his great base made by 100.
What?
His great base made by 100. Listen, mono-ocular.
What? This is so confusing.
He's making fun of your eyepiece.
So this place was made by them as well.
Aha. Is maybe Lucia, maybe some of the other powerful spellcasters. There are some in the Arcane College, even. That much we've deduced. The magic seems similar.
Well, it was carved out by disintegration, so.
You as much, yeah.
I spent a year and a half at the Arcane College in like very very early stages of study though. Would the 100 have been a known thing?
No.
Now that I'm hearing more about it, no. Okay.
No, not even a blip on anyone's radar. You're guessing they must be some secret organization, a la Illuminati-ish. Although
So this
maybe
cult.
yeah, whatever this cult is done. Yeah, cult's a big word because the passions are formed. The religion of the passions is formed with cults. So
Yeah.
that's a lot of different groups you're describing.
Box, who exactly are the 100?
You, me, all the greatest heroes, and well, most powerful figures that we could acquire to fix things.
Yeah, look at Rusty, like, sort of shake my head in confusion, like, because I've never heard of it before as well.
I think we messed up. That much is becoming very clear.
When the box said fix stuff, Amav's gonna go and open up these other boxes and smash them open if he has to see if there's anything else good in here while he's
God.
just sleeping.
You're killing his brothers.
Getting annoyed with boxes.
Yeah, as you pry them open, you see foodstuffs and equipment.
Oh shit.
But it doesn't appear to be of much value. It just appears to be like decor. Like
Food
this
is
place
priceless.
Yeah, this place was clearly meant to look nicer. Like, it seems most of the stuff hasn't been unpacked yet. To, like, spruce up the place. Yeah, for looking around, the place seems half-finished. Although, it's all been done out, practical in a sense. You're guessing, like, a lot of this was probably meant to be filled in and added to over time.
I mean, I'm not opposed to waiting here. I just feel like this one in Slaps' face, we should really get him up.
You should probably wait. There was talk of a madman. He is mourning in the ritual chamber. Adris Aluya, the squire of the demon. You know, big guy, Dragon Empire, swung around, killed tons. I fought him once or twice, but he nearly cut my head off. Good thing I am so quick on my feet. Probably not anymore, but you get the idea. We were friends. I think we work together if this guy is here, or his squire is.
What's the significance? Do you want us to go meet
What's
him?
his name?
Adrius
Aluya, squire of the demon.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, as we pan to Milo, there's a reaction that takes place. Yeah, as we look on back to the rest of the party, I think everyone begins to sit down to mull over everything. As do you identify or do anything with the mask, or Milo? Do you just try and tinker with it for the next hour?
I have it on. I'm wearing it.
Huh? Yes.
As Nick the corner.
Yeah, so everyone can mark a short rest as Hugh assuages you that you are safe, as long as you don't bother the insane people.
He stands over and sort of like stares down at the box for a while. Just can't stop thinking about his sister and where she's at.
Yeah, you see the box look at you. And see, here's. He says, "Hey, Rustbeard.
Yes.
You You know other dwarf? Wife? Yeah, you are a redhead type. No? Maybe mother? Sister?
Why do you ask?
Some invisible woman sneaked through. I think she one of 100, but she not stick around. I yell out to her. She run off. I don't know. She went to ceremony chamber. I think she fought with that knight, but she got best of him. He looked wounded for a bit.
Where's the ceremony chamber?
To the north, past a bunch more of those freaks. Then there's the Knight of the Demon, or Squire.
How long ago was this?
About a month ago.
Where's all the skin gone? Oh, bread.
Did you see what happened to her after that? Where did she go? Where's the last time you saw her? This dwarven woman.
She walked by here. I yell out to her, and then she turned invisible when I yell out to her. The other things did not see her. She snuck past them.
Well, I, as Rusty, know that if he is speaking about my sister Rosie, that she could never turn invisible before.
No. She didn't really have a thing for magic, I don't think.
You say we've each got one of these 100 people inside of us.
This is theory. Probably true. Makes most sense.
And if this person does not come to the forefront and take over our bodies, is there any way that you know of that we can find out who exactly it is?
These is all theoretical. I'm Dusker Goblin, great swordsman, good at chopping things. Know many things about chopping. Know how to treat chops. Good healing. The crate leans towards the bandaged Scud, who seems to be moaning and stirring more and more as the hour passes. And he tilts back towards you. I not know much about magic. This is all theoretical. Lucia say it. I talk with her. She's stuck in cage though. They took her spell book. Seemed to think it was artifact from the passions. Hid it away in secret chambers. She is like baby now. Can't do much. Stuck there. She forget all of her spells. When they originally found her, they stuck her in there. Said they recognized one of the 100.
I'm not understanding much about the magic thing that he's talking about and hearing that there might be someone inside us. He wants to try something real quick on the table. He's going to take his dagger out, put a square, put another square. Above the top, he's going to put a yes and no. And he'll put the dagger in the hand that has the mark in it. And he'll just sit and think to himself, is there someone inside me? That sounds weird. He's going to rephrase. Hold on. Is someone fucking with me? And then, without opening his eyes, without opening his eyes, he'll just hover the dagger over and kind of put it in the middle. At least he thinks it's in the middle, and he'll let his arm drop, and he'll open his eyes. And I guess Ita, you tell me if where the dagger lies. If
yes.
Maybe it's towards the
as
yes.
It lands dead square and yes. As it does so with a plunk, as the hour passes, I think Scud, you're like, oh, what was that noise? As you awaken on the table. As we will end today's session there.
What about the mask?
Meta-wise, you do attune to the mask.
Yeah.
If it is, I can't remember if it's attunable, but you do figure out what it is by messing with it. It is this. The mask of the beast.
Ooh.
Yeah, a wooden mask shaped in the likeness of a beast's visage has 3 charges. While wearing the mask, you can spend the charge to cast Animal Friendship as an action.
Oh my god.
Master regains all charges at dawn.
Hell
cool.
Yeah.
That looks
so
cool.
A fun little mask.
You have to be the Beast Master.
It is not attunement.
Ah.
Oh, just a mask. But you gotta look like that the whole time.
That's fucking sick, though.
Well, you can just you can use it like a visor.
I can be a Dutch lion.
He wears his monocle on the outside of the mask.
Yeah, he soon he'll get clogs of the beast, and then he'll become Dutch Woodman.
I had a nightmare. I dreamt Rusty saved me.
We'll end it there as technical
Yes.
issues ensue.
I actually misclicked something. I'm very sorry.
No worries. We'll end it today there. The Charlie,
Thank
the
you, everyone.
YouTube vault will be available next week.
In the next week. Yeah,
Yes,
next week or
Friday.
two.
Plus-
We now have published versions on YouTube of
Oh, yeah.
the first and second episode. So if you want to catch those, go to the YouTube and subscribe if you can. That'd be a great help for us.
And thanks for watching in real time. That's
Yeah, thanks for watching in real time.
yeah,
Thanks
exactly.
for the raid, whoever that was.
That was
Yeah,
haunted.
that was
great raid.
Very
Seems like
confusing
this-
stuff at the end there, but
it's,
we will
this
find
Lu-
out later.
This Lucia might have some more answers, it sounds like.